Yeah. Yo. What's good? What's good? Yo, what's good? What's happening? Hold on. Why y'all didn't tell me my camera wasn't straight? That's better. As good as I'm gonna get it today. It's Friday. Tis Friday. How is everybody? Egg Apron said, uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, man. It's been a good week. We had a good week. Danny Doe, appreciate you. We did it, Joe. This the 10K sub live, man. I forgot. I almost forgot. What up, Javon? I almost forgot. This the 10K sub line. Sub live. We had 10K subs on the YouTubes, man. I appreciate it. We got to clap it up for everybody. Everybody involved. 10K subs. 10K subs. That's pretty good. We did it in 3 months. Took us 3 months. September. Yeah, 3 months. It's pretty good. Provision to the labor. Mm-hmm. Why is the mic so close? We speak. It's just in this camera. It's not. I'm not even using the mic on YouTube, on TikTok. The mic is for YouTube. Yeah. We got the mic. We got the mic on the mic's on YouTube's. Yeah, China, we growing. We still growing. We still growing and going. But happy Friday to everybody. We got some videos up on YouTube's. I got a couple more coming later on today. My own theme music? I do think so. I do have theme music. I just don't play it. I have all types of stuff that I don't do because I'm just not. I got a soundboard that I haven't hooked up. I got I got all types. I got plugins that I don't use. It's because I'm a millennial. I'm an old millennial, which by default makes me kind of like a boomer. So yeah, I just look young, but I don't know how young I actually look, but I feel like I look my age, to be honest with you. Every big content creator should have one. Hey man, now you quoting my movie. That's my see, that's for my time. That's when I'm gonna get you sucker. I am 42. I am 42. I will be 43 coming up here pretty soon. Look, I look 38. Look at that. Still old, but I used to get, damn, you look 25. Now it's like, man, you don't look a day over 38. God damn, what happened? But I'll take it, 38. No, it's not old. I'm just playing. I'm not old. Yeah. I look younger than 42, but I don't look that young. I look always feel like I look my age. That's what I look like to me. I definitely feel my age, unfortunately. Um get clapped back in here. Mother said I look my age. That's good. I like that. Yeah, I definitely look my age. No, I feel like a boomer. I don't feel like a Gen Xer. Gen X, Gen X and old millennials are the same people for the most part. But maybe, yeah. At a certain point, you know what I'm saying? An old Gen Xer. Yeah, I'm experienced a little bit. Conversing with men on these apps about misogyny will aid you. Damn, that's what happened to Obama. Y'all go look up Obama when he first got into office. Look up Obama in '08, and then look at Obama in 2016. That boy hair was pitch black. He looked like a real Kenyan. Also, something I noticed about Obama, he looked real black. He looked like a real Kenyan in '08. I don't know what happened. I think he just aged and his face stand out or something like that. But man, the more he was in office, he started looking more and more like a white woman. I was no shade to the white women, but he definitely started looking more like a white woman towards the end of his campaign. It was crazy. Mhm. They drank the black out of that boy. Oh man. Yeah, it was interesting. Interesting times they were. 2008. I remember them vividly, kinda. My memory's not that good. I'm kinda old. Gravity took over. I think stress took over. Being the president and, like, caring about the job somewhat, I think it'll stress you out fairly quickly. Fairly quickly. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Old Gen Xer. Nee, what are you? Old Gen Xer. Old Gen Xer? What you talking about? Nee, you like, ain't you in your 40s? How you an old Gen Xer? Obama is Osama bin Laden. Uh-oh. What's going on there, Jillian? Got somebody named Alejandra texting me from Stay Housed, LA. I'm waiting for my peoples to get in here, man. We got a lot. We be starting a lot. I gotta get better. I need to set the lives up on YouTube so we could like tell people that I'm going on. Cause when I start the lives, it just takes people longer time on YouTube to come in. So, we be like halfway through the damn live and then the people finally arrive on YouTube. So I'm trying to wait it out, but I'll start it. I'll start it now. It's all good. Is there a religion? Is there a religion to deceive? Jillian, what are you talking about? You're talking about Muslims? Obama is not a Muslim. Obama was a Christian or is a Christian. Also, that was weird. So we're just gonna block you. The hell was that about? It is in their religion to deceive. I don't like that type of stuff. It's weird. Problematic rhetoric there. Very disrespectful. We don't like that. We don't like that over this way. We don't take kindly to those types of words. All right. What's up, man? Welcome in, everybody. Like I said, it is a 10. We hit 10,000 subs on the YouTubes. Let's keep it going. Hopefully we can get to 20,000 subs here pretty soon. That'd be great. Let's just keep going. It's my job though. I know it's not your job, but I appreciate y'all helping me nonetheless. 1996 and 1995 were Worlds Apart Pub. 1990, 1965 and 90. What you mean? Looking at that seems wild because it doesn't seem like that long because it's only 25 years. So when you think 25 years, think 1999 and then think 2024. 1999 was crazy, but it don't feel that much different than 2024. But 1965 to 1990, definitely. I know that shit felt crazy. Am I that close to the screen? I just got my mic pulled for it. I got my thing. I like my situation like this. I like it. I like it like this. We're gonna move the mic off to the side. That'll help. I don't need it right in front of me. So here we go. Here we go. Yeah, exactly. 1999 was 25 years ago. I was in my senior year in high school. I was going to house parties, getting lap dances. Moving fast. I was fast. I was at them house parties. And what you talking about? You ain't no Gen X, Nee. That's what I thought. I was like, you ain't no Gen X. You look young as hell. Damn. 10 for the 10K motto. Appreciate you. Shout it out. Yeah. High school, also, we was getting lap dances. If it was a chair at the house party, I sit that motherfucker down up against the wall. It was good things. It was good things. I was out there moving fast in the world, boy. Boy, we was moving fast. What was we doing? Where was our mamas? Where was our daddies? I can't wait till my baby throw parties. I know that nigga about to be lit. Oh man, they about to be them little kids. My baby about to be having fun. We was in them streets, definitely. Pretty Ricky, high school. I was a fully grown adult man when Pretty Ricky came out. I had a 401k when Pretty Ricky was making music, man. When Pretty Ricky was talking about it's 5 in the morning. No. When Pretty Ricky was all about knock, knock, knock at your door like a prom date. Let me meet your mommy. I had already gone to the prom. I had a 401k. Yeah. I was getting paid. I think I was getting like 15 an hour at that time. Oza said two on public, out of control. Hey, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just speaking my truth. That's it. I'm sorry. Hey, they said high school classics. Yeah. That wasn't what we was listening to. Oh man. But anyways, welcome. We're here. We have arrived. If women's purpose is to do all the labor that men don't want to do, then what is men's purpose? That's the question. Millennials are like Gen Xers. Old millennials and Gen Xers are very similar. Very similar. Not younger millennials, but definitely older millennials. Yeah. Towards the end, they started getting more, a little bit cooler and shit. Old millennials is like Karens. We got a lot of Karens, old millennial Karens, and a lot of look, a lot of millennial, a lot of older millennial men, especially black men, they voting for Trump. That's what I'm saying. We definitely we definitely wilding. What up, M? 91, yeah, that was good. Edwin said that's not the purpose of women. What's the purpose of women, Edwin? If that's not the purpose of women, what is the purpose of women? Yeah, Lux, we hit that 10K, baby. Bang the cash out one time for your boy for hitting 10K on the YouTubes, man. We did it, Joe. We did it, Joe. What up, Edwin? Hold on. All right, we got it. Okay, we're good. I'm good now. We're good. We're Gucci.
What's happening, big dog?
I'm chilling, fam.
I'm not quite 100% sure of the purpose of women, but I know it's not being no damn labor worker.
It's not?
No.
Based on what?
I know that I don't know what to base it off of. I don't believe any human is just specifically put here to do labor. And exactly what forms of labor do you speak? You talking about the guys that come on here and say women are supposed to cook and clean, that type of labor?
I think women do all the labor that men don't want to do or can't do.
What I mean is, if people are designating them to do, when you say a women purpose to do labor, I mean when I'm talking about because most of the time men come on here talking about a woman should be cooking and cleaning and being submissive.
Yep, that's a part of it.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about any other type of labor that is designed for women. I'm talking about that specific labor. So if you can clarify exactly what you mean by labor, because that's what I'm talking about. Anybody who thinks a woman is supposed to just be submissive, and cook and clean, and take care of the kids, that's just somebody silly listening to somebody else's ideologies and their thought, their mind, the stuff that they pick up from other men who say the same silly stuff. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what it is. I'm not talking about what I think women's purposes are, right? That's not what I'm saying. It's not like what my vision for women, right? That's not what I'm asking you necessarily. I'm saying what is that when you examine society, right? And you look at women as a group, as a class, what is their purpose in society? What roles do they typically fulfill? What is their purpose, right? And I'm telling you that from my observation, just to put it plainly and broadly, so that we can have the conversation, women's purpose is to do all the labor that men don't want to or can't do. That is what I see. Right. So I'm trying to figure out societally what is the purpose of men, right? Because I'm not seeing it right now. I'm sorry. And men's purpose is to protect the system that forces women to do all the labor that the men can't or won't do. That's what I think men's purpose is. And I think that's what the men are we are the overseers, right? We're not the actual, and I'm speaking about most men, right? I'm saying most men because the men, there are the men at the top, but I'm saying outside of the oligarchs, outside of the capitalists or whatever you want to say that run the world, when you talk about like the working class man, like every other man below them, we are the overseers. Like we don't actually own the plantation, right? It's not our plantation. We don't own it. We just maintain it and we keep order on it, right? So that's what I think our purpose is. So
right. That's why it's like hard for me to disagree with you, because when you added to most men. Like most men would come up here and say, no, that's not what's going on. I can't disagree with what you're saying because most men are exactly what you explain them to be. And when men take it personal, they can't see it that way. But I can look outside of me and other people and look at things and see what they are. So when you make the points you make, especially in our community, it makes sense to me. Even if I don't like it, I don't have to like it, but it's a fact. Most women don't value men because men don't give them anything to value at all. Like most men just hey, they just give whatever they earned and worked hard for straight to a woman just because she's attractive. And if you hear women on a day-to-day basis, they want acknowledgement for their accomplishments. They talk about, hey, I went to school, I did this, I got this career, I own this. They put their time and effort into earning that. So they're gonna
you think
talk about it.
You think they want acknowledgement for that? I don't get the vibe that they want acknowledgement.
Everybody wants to be acknowledged for accomplishments. These are things they accomplish, and they should be acknowledged for them, right? So back in the day, before times got to where they are, women used to acknowledge the good man they had, and they had good reasons to acknowledge the things. Well, he's a good lover, he's a but these men don't know how to do any of that. So why would they acknowledge these men? Why do these men run around wanting women to be submissive that they don't even know? Why would you even promote a woman to be submissive to a complete stranger? Like, so go ahead.
Do you really think that the men back in the day were better men? And I'm meaning, objectively. You think
No. I'm not saying that they were better men, but there were some decent men. I never hear women compliment men in ways like, hey, he's a good man. Not for the most part, because they don't compliment them because they don't do anything to be complimented for. You understand what I'm saying? Like towards a woman, everything for them is so easy. You can get whatever you want from these men. They make it so easy. And not saying you're supposed to make it tough, but you're supposed to build up a relationship before you just give all yourself away. Just like as a woman shouldn't be giving herself completely away to a man who she's met a month ago, a week ago, a few days ago. We should build up something to give to each other. So like I said, it's hard for me to disagree with the things you say, the points you make. It's no way I can agree because most men do fall in line with the things that you say.
Yeah, I think that I would say that I don't think most men. First of all, I hear women say that there are decent men and they know decent men personally. I hear women say that often, right? I got like one, I don't want to name names right now.
Me too. I hear that too. But I'm saying like personally, like dealing with the man that they have in their life as a man. This is on TikTok. Every time I talk about something, it's probably from TikTok because in real life, I don't hear the arguments, but these could be things that people aren't talking about.
You don't hear the things that we talk about on TikTok. You don't see it happening in real life.
I see the results of it. I don't see it like on like open conversations like you and I are having. I don't see that every day. But it could be something that people aren't speaking on, but I see the results of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You not even speaking on it. I'm saying you don't see, like, for an example, thanks, Salt. You don't see, like, I'm gonna use a big one, right? Just because this one is obvious. Women talk about men being unfaithful, right? We talk about it on time. Okay, online.
Well, I don't see the conversations, but it's the results. The women decision makers are the results, and I have heard them speak about this. It's like if I go outside every day and I talk to someone, they're not going to talk about the topics we talk here, and I think that's why TikTok is very important to discuss these things, to understand things. I used to think this was a child's app, but it's important to our community because we can have open discussions and figure out, hey, how can we improve on things? So I think it's very important. But yeah, I do. I've seen situations where people talk about, yeah, men are unfaithful. Men are unfaithful because they're liars. They don't know how to be honest and communicate with women to what they really want. So they try to lie and manipulate to get certain things out of women. Like if you be honest and say, hey, I'm a single man, but I got 4 baby moms and I cheated a lot. Most women are not gonna associate with you.
Mhm.
Not no smart woman. Even the silly woman wouldn't associate with you. But if you know how to communicate that, hey, I'm blah blah blah, you may have a better chance, but you're still gonna limit it. You're gonna limit your options. So they lie and they say, "Oh yeah, no, I don't have it." Da, da, da. And then they get into these relationships, and then all the things show out. They show everything. They're like, "Well, you gotta accept me because now we're together." That's the problem. And then they go cheat. Like, hey, I've never been a faithful man. I've always been a man who desired multiple women. If they knew how to communicate that, they would have somebody. Somebody would accept it. It wouldn't be easy to be accepted because we're barely getting specs anyway. So why would we want to collectively eliminate more options when we're barely getting something in the first place?
I think what I was getting at, Edwin, was that in real life, I see men cheat on women. Right? I saw that before I got on TikTok. I saw it. I was a part of, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is a real thing. And then you get on TikTok, and oh shoot, did I forget a meeting with Nicole? And then you get on TikTok, and women talk about men cheating.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so.
But that's what I just said.
No.
I see the results of these things.
No. It's not. But listen to what I'm saying. It's not the result of what's going on online. You're seeing the result of men cheating playing out online. It's the other way. It's the opposite of what you're saying. It's men. You know what I'm saying? Like, a bunch of men cheat, and then a bunch of women get online and talk about how much men be cheating. A bunch of men abuse women, and then women get online and talk about how men be abusing women. A bunch of men lie, and then you see what I'm saying? Like, like, so I see it in real. Hold on, wait. So I see it in real life, right? Like, I see it in real life in my own relationship. I see it in my friends' relationships. I see it in my family's relationships. I see it. The conversations that I have here, they are one-to-one what's happening in my life and in every other man's life around me. Every single man that talks to me about their relationships, every single time I listen to them talk about their relationships, all of this stuff, I literally see this shit happening in real life. And I have been forever. It's not a new thing. The only thing that's different now is just we're having it, like you said, in the open. But as far as like, am I seeing the as far as like, is online the thing that's perpetuating or pushing this narrative to the real world? No. It's the opposite. It's art imitating life, not life imitating art. Go ahead, modern. Hold on, I'm gonna let modern establishment go real quick. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I'm a big believer that majority of men cheat. That's just how I feel. From experience and what I've seen growing up, right? Mm-hmm. And I still see it today. So I think women cheat just as much. To be honest, I just think they don't get away with it. I think they get away with it, and they just don't get caught.
No.
But I think women, it's a difference when women cheat. When a woman really loves and respects her man, she won't even look another man's way. So I think that's the case. But I think a lot of men cheat just to get off.
Okay.
Like it's not nothing serious. They just cheat to cheat.
So most women, men, if you peel that back a little bit, do you think that a major reason why men cheat? Because you said just because, not literally just because, but I agree with you. Men cheat because they don't value women as human beings. They don't respect them as human beings. They see them as utility, and they see them as objects, right? So they see them as things to be used and not people, right? So
yeah. I'm a big believer on. I really don't think men really like women. Like I think if women didn't have what they have between their legs, a kitty, right? Mm-hmm. I think men wouldn't even talk to women. To be honest with you, I don't think most men want to hear the conversation. They don't want to hear what's going on in their head. They don't want to talk about their past. They don't want to do that. So,
okay. So I agree with you, and that's why. Can you say the same thing about women? Women to men? Is that how women feel about men?
I mean, I think if men, I mean, I can't talk about, like, when it comes to smacks, I can't talk about it.
No. The same thing you just described about men, I agree. I agree with you. Most men don't like women in general, right? Aside from the vagina. So what I'm asking you is, do you believe that women look at men the same way that men look at women?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, but it's a different aspect.
So what do women see in men? How that's what I'm trying to figure out.
They see the lifestyle. They see the provision. If
The what? Wait, they see the lifestyle. They see the what?
They see that he's able to provide, right? So if the man can't provide or have the money, right, they don't really like the man anyway.
When was it? I'm gonna ask you a personal question. When was the first time you had Smex?
I was 16 years old.
Me too. I was 16 years old. When that girl let you lay down with her, she saw provision. She looked at you as a provider.
I mean, I was 16, so hell no.
Exactly. So but modern. My point is that what you're saying doesn't make sense. Women don't look at men as providers because they can provide for themselves. So let's get rid of that. That's not true, right? Now, since that's the case, I'm gonna call cap on the notion that women look at men for provision, right? Which would dehumanize men to a certain extent, right? I'm trying to understand, how do women dehumanize men? That's what I'm asking you to tell me, right? And your example was, oh well, they see men as provision. I disagree. I know that's not you. A 20-year-old woman is looking at you for provisions. No, she's 20 years old.
Yeah, she probably is. I'm 31 years old.
No. Now, I'm saying when you were 20 and you were sleeping with 20-year-olds, they weren't like, oh man, he's a provider. You was broke.
No, hell no. But you have to look at it though. It's definitely a different generation.
No, it's not.
I've seen. Yes, it is.
You're 31, sir. You're young.
No, hold on. I'm speaking on the younger generation. So you're speaking on the younger generation. That's what you're speaking on.
I'm speaking on people. Because I'm not going to play this game of like, well, the 21-year-olds now, they're looking for gold. They're all gold diggers and blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. I said, when you said women, we've been talking about women this whole time. Now you want to differentiate and talk about a specific demographic of women, which I don't, because I'm 42. I don't like, I'm guessing. I'm gonna take a strong guess here, right? Based on stats and things of that nature. But I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I don't feel like it's much of a limb. I'm gonna say that the vast majority of women don't see men as providers. That's just not true.
Yeah, because most men ain't able to provide.
Exactly.
But this is the thing, though.
Exactly. Hold on, modern. Wait. Sit with that for a second. Don't just move over that. That's the whole point. So if most men aren't providers, then why would most women see men as providers? That doesn't make sense.
So they don't like most men either. It goes the same.
No, now see, you see how you worked it backwards?
So what do they look at?
So this is the thing, if you're not sure, why would you say it? Because it can make you look, I'm not trying to be rude, it will make you look silly, bro. If you're not sure about what you're talking about, because I know for sure women are way more intentional than men, right? That's a fact. They go out, they're not looking to see, oh, how much this man, initially, especially when they're coming up and they haven't had experience, they're not initially coming out and saying, how much can this man spend on me tonight? They're looking to be in a relationship.
Or no, wait, Edwin, take it back a little bit. Not even, I won't even go that far. They're looking just to go out with you and see if you guys like each other. And she likes you right now in this moment. So she's willing to go out with you. She's like, let's go out and let's see if we like each other some more. You go out and you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they're not going. Not every woman is going, I like Edwin, let's go out. I'm hoping he's going to be my boyfriend.
I mean, there's women that go out with they don't even like them. They just go for the date.
What percentage of women do you think is going out with a man?
Talking about a woman who's been in a situation.
No, wait. Let's ask Modern this question. What percentage of women do you think is going out just for the sake of going out with the man?
They don't like them. I think it's probably not a lot, but there's a percentage though.
Yeah, not a lot of women. Okay, I'm not saying that there's no women that do that. I would agree with you that there's probably some very small demographic of women that is like, I don't even like this nigga, but I'm gonna go get these lobster tails. Right? Fine. I'll give that up to you. I'll assume we can all agree that is a reality, right? Well, Also because I know that woman that woman is kind of like the gold digger that men always preach about or talk about, right? So yeah, or the sugar babies, if you will. There's sugar babies in the world, and there's gold diggers in the world. Yeah, definitely. They don't really like that man like that. They see that man as a paycheck or whatever the case may be. What percentage of women are gold diggers?
Is it a high percentage or a low percentage?
I mean, today, I think it's a high percentage.
So you think most women are gold diggers? You think half of women are gold diggers?
I wouldn't say half. I'd probably say a little bit less than half, but it's definitely
that would be a lower percentage.
But wait, no,
not really. It could still be a high percentage.
It's a high percentage, but it's lower than half. So you think, but what percentage of women do you think is a gold? And the reason why this is, I know it's arbitrary, but I just want to see what you're thinking, because like I said, I acknowledge that gold diggers exist. What percentage of women do I think are gold diggers? 2%, 3%, right? Like they're nominal. It's like, nah, I don't even want to talk about them. What percentage of women do you think are gold diggers? Is what I want to know.
I'd say 5%.
5%, okay. What percentage of gold diggers?
All women, 5%.
Yeah,
or even less.
I'll take even less. Go ahead, Modern. What percentage of women do you think are gold diggers?
I say about 10%.
So you think 10%? Okay, cool. So between us, we think on average we think it's about 7% of women are gold diggers. Cool. All right, fuck it. So why are we talking about 7% of women?
That's exactly what I was about to say. I can't stand. Hold on. Let me say this real quick.
You were.
Let me say this real quick, Modern.
You brought that up.
No, but hold on, but Modern, hold on.
Say this real quick.
Go ahead.
This is exactly why I hate talking about minorities. It ruins intellectual conversations. We understand that there's somebody that wears the same hat public hat somewhere. We get it. Somebody's doing something.
90% is gold diggers.
Right, hold on. But it's always a someone somewhere doing something. But is it the majority of the time? When you don't have the majority conversation, it ruins the conversation. So I get there are some gold diggers. I get there are some gold digging men who just run around trying to gold dig on women. I get that, but is that the entirety of men? Is that the great majority of men? It is not. So let's try to have great conversations. Let's talk to the majority.
Yeah, I just want to focus on the majority of men. Hey, VO, you can come up. I'll unmute you. Yeah, Modern. So I don't think, and the reason why I said you did bring up gold diggers, you didn't say the words. I just applied that moniker or whatever you want to say to those people, because the women you were describing, because that's essentially who they are. If women are seeing men as providers, as for provision, they're looking at men for what else do you call them?
I mean, if they only see them for what they can provide and only their money, then that's definitely a gold digger.
That's why I called them a gold digger. That's what I'm saying. So so to get back to the point, and you said that it's not most women. So let's not focus on them, right? To bring it all the way back, you said that men and women cheat the same. You said most men cheat, and you said, huh?
I didn't say they cheat the same. I said think it's even at a percentage.
I know, that's what I mean. They cheat the same amount. So I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And so I asked you, or we went through the basically I'm trying to show you how a major reason why men cheat so much is because you already acknowledged we don't really like women. We objectify women. We don't see women as human beings. Because why would you do that to another human being? Why would you hurt another human being if you respected them and you saw them as human beings, right? Okay. I was trying to figure out, how do women not see men as human beings? Do most women not see men as human beings?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, I do.
You believe they don't?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I asked you, what do they see us as? And you said providers. And I said, and then both of us, once again, we both acknowledge most men aren't providers. So why would they see us as providers when we're not providers? So that doesn't make any sense. So how do they see us? If they don't see us as providers, because they can't, because we're not, how do they see us? What do they see us as? They don't give a fuck about our penises. We know that, because we don't make 80% of them come. So what do they see us as?
I think, to be completely honest, I think a lot of men, I think a lot of women just don't even want men no more. Like,
no, that's fine. But wait, but what do they see us as is the question. That's what I want to know.
They see us as nothing. If we want to have this conversation, Like, since you said they don't see us providers, what else do they see us as? I don't think
humans.
Why would they deal with us? They see us as nothing. Women are very intentional. They have to see us for something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is from your standpoint.
I know what it is. They see us as human beings.
That's not true. That's not true. I have to disagree. I've been agreeing with you with this whole conversation, except for that. They don't. There's a lot of women that don't see men as human beings. That's reality. It's from
a lot of women. So you keep saying these words.
Hold on.
Most women,
from what I've seen with my own eyes and real life experiences, even on platforms or whatever the case is, they have a bad misconception of most men.
And what is that misconception of men?
They just think men are all dogs.
You just said most men are all modern. Hold on. Wait. Modern. You just said that most men cheat. So most men are dogs by your estimation.
So that's the point. They don't see us as nothing. That's my whole point.
Oh my God. So you mean they see us for who we are?
As cheaters?
Your words, not mine.
You trying to make it seem like that's positive. That ain't no positive shit.
That's not their fault.
And who said it's their fault? When did I blame them?
Listen, hold on. See, this is what it gets crazy. So men see women as utility. We see women as vaginas and labor and sex robots and whatever, right? That's how we see women. Not their fault. Has nothing to do with them. That is on us. Women are, you're basically saying women react. They are reacting to the way that men treat them. And so they don't see, and so they see us for who we are, right? Or more importantly, they see us for how we see that. Like they recognize that we don't look at them as human beings, pretty much. And you're saying that is them dehumanizing us? How? How is that them dehumanizing us?
But this is the thing, right?
If somebody, let me ask you this.
Hold on. Somebody asked me a question, dude.
Oh, let him respond. Yeah, let him respond. I got you.
Even the men, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is not that big percentage of men, right? That can actually provide and do these certain things, right? I think a lot of women don't even look at those men like that, because a lot of women come into the situation like, I just think all men are like this, right? Of course, it's a big percentage, but this is not every man. So even the man that's not like this, I don't even think they give those men a chance to be honest with you, unless they see it and they actually give them a chance. But I just think they look at all men like this.
Once again, that's not them dehumanizing us. That's them actually playing the odds going, I believe what modern is saying. I think that all men are cheaters, or most men are cheaters, whatever. The vast majority of men are cheaters, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So let's say that. Let's say that that's what women believe. Wouldn't it be prudent? Wouldn't it be smart of them to protect themselves against men? They're not dehumanizing us. They're just protecting themselves against us, from us.
Right. They've been hurt by us. If somebody hurts you consistently by you, because I'm telling you, man, I know a lot of you guys have never had a woman who desires you. When a woman desires you and you hurt her, bro, that's like the worst thing you can do to a woman. So imagine if multiple men have done this to these women, and then they have women over here on the other side talking about the same thing. They're gonna have a screw look at how men carry themselves. So for you to, when you say like, they don't look at us as human, you haven't done anything positive for the most part for them to feel human. We do. I'll say this out loud. We literally have men on here talking about they don't want to date women with weaves and all these things, but then they still sleep with these women. How does that even make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. But this is the thing. When you say that, right, are you speaking for yourself as well?
No.
Or are you just speaking for those side of men?
If it applies.
Because, let me give an example. Let me give an example. If a woman, if you was to meet a woman, right, or even on a platform like this, and you had a conversation with her, and she was saying these things, how she's seen you in that light, right, as a bad man, whatever the case is, and she was saying this because she knows majority of men are like this, right, but you specifically isn't like this. Would that make it okay? That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't care, because I understand. Wait, hold on, wait. The reason why that doesn't matter. The reason why that doesn't matter is because well, I mean, for me, I ain't trying to get with nobody, but I'm saying, even if I was, let's say I was trying to pursue a woman, right? And she said, well, I don't want to deal with any man, even you, because I just don't trust men in general. I would be like, bet, fair. I'm not going to sit there and be mad about that and be like, what, me? I'm not one of those men, which is going to in turn, hold on, wait, y'all, which will in turn prove to her that I am indeed one of those men. You know what I'm saying? So my reaction is, right, respect. I got you. Like, no harm, no foul. Miss Lady, you got it. Right? And keep it moving. Yeah. Like I'm not in the business of trying to convince a woman that doesn't want to, you know what I mean? Like, if a woman don't want me, I don't need to convince her to want me. Like, that don't make sense. I don't understand that.
I believe you've been on my platform, bro. It'd be people that say things towards, like, I don't like this and that. You've never heard me defend their experience. They have dealt with men and it made them afraid. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I wouldn't even try to entertain that, because that's a tall task. I'm not willing to waste my time on fixing. That's for her to work out on her own time. To her to get to the point or get to know me in the space to see who I am. But as soon as you try to convince somebody, you're probably trying to convince yourself at the same time. I'm not this guy, and I'm not like. Anytime I hear that, that's a red flag to me, because why would a man who thinks he's so high, who thinks so highly of himself, entertain someone who thinks they have nothing? It makes no sense.
Right. Yeah,
let me read this super chat. Phoenix Power, appreciate you. Phoenix Power said, these males date the same type of women, IG model, SWs, dancers, etc., and put that on all women. The average woman works and has been dogged once, at least. Yeah, I'm not in the business of trying to make women like me, I guess. I'm not like trying to convince women. Yeah, I'm not. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that as a concept. Trackstar 1, what's good with you, man? 188. I'm chilling, brother.
I agree with everything you guys are saying.
Your sound is really distorted.
Hold on, give me a minute.
Yeah, y'all sound is really distorted. I need a little bit better.
I don't know what the woman in the chat is talking about.
Can you hear me now?
It sounds the same to me. But keep going. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I agree with everything you're saying, but I also think a lot of these people aren't just recognizing the red flags from the jump. You know?
What red flags?
Like when you meet somebody, and you start talking to them, and you notice things about them, but you choose to avoid them for whatever reason, and then later down the road, it comes back to bite you in the ass. You sit there wondering why.
What red flags though? What do you mean?
Like, for example, let's say when it comes to, I can say a female who,
a woman.
Let's say you meet a female who
a woman.
Is,
a woman.
A woman.
Yeah.
A woman.
Mm-hmm. Like that's hold on. Like that's a red flag, Trackstar. Like if I were a woman and I was talking to you and you referred to women as female several times and like my first talking to you, instantly a red flag. I'm like, all right, he's misogynist as fuck. Instantly.
So what's wrong with referring to someone as a female?
What is a female?
A female is someone who was born a woman.
Nope.
I mean,
nope.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're completely wrong. You're completely wrong. Like, so what is a bitch? Like I'm saying, like in the literal sense of the word, what is a bitch?
I mean, the term bitch.
No, literally, what is the definition of a bitch? Not the colloquial version of it. The real word, like what is a bitch?
I'm assuming you're referring to a woman.
No, a bitch is a female dog.
Okay.
Which that's what men call women female dogs, right? Because they're trying to dehumanize the woman, so they call them female dogs. Because a female is a dehumanizing term. For humans, it's a dehumanizing term because dogs can be females, cats could be females, inanimate objects could be referred to as female. But women are humans. Women are people.
So So what if a woman was to call a man a male? Do you think that would be equally degrading or no?
No, I think it's funny when women call us males. because I know like as a group, it's just it's just women. They're reacting. They're responding to call it. You know what I'm saying? To men dehumanizing women. I don't take it. I just think I think it's hilarious that they're just like, yeah, they're just like, don't dish it. They're like, don't dish it if you can't take it. But they don't. But women can get away with that because women don't dehumanize men. Like as a group, they see us as human beings. So I don't care if a woman calls men males. I won't be like, men. I know she know we men.
I mean, yeah, I can agree with you on like the term bitch. So we shouldn't refer to women like that. But when it comes to just referring to women as a female, I've never heard that point of view before. It's interesting. I just never heard that before. So
Can I jump in right quick?
I don't think he finished making his point.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I interrupted him. Go ahead, Trackstar. So what red flags are you talking about?
I was going back to the earlier part of the conversation. I think you guys were just talking about dating. I'm just speaking as for like someone, like let's say if you meet a woman, and it's clear that they're more interested in the financial stability versus the man itself. And for me, when I'm talking to a woman or getting to know them, it's very easy to separate that. And like, okay, is this woman talking to me because she's interested in me, or is she talking to me because she's looking to get this or this or this? You know.
How do you know that? What's a red flag? That's what I'm asking you. How do you find it? How do you spot it?
So let's say, so for me personally, it comes based off just experience and time. So I'm 31 years old now, so I can meet a woman, talk to them for about maybe 45 minutes, and get a good idea of who they are.
But but Trackstar, hold on, brother. This is the fourth time I've asked you. What is an example of the red flag? What is it? What does it look like?
So for me, when talking to someone, let's take emotional maturity, for example. I can tell when a woman is talking to me if she's carrying like a lot of baggage or emotional baggage from the past.
This is even more vague. And here's another. So I'm gonna flip it. Every time you try to give me a red, I'm gonna tell you what red flags actually look like. I've asked you the same question 4 times. You either can't answer or you refuse to answer. I think you can't because I don't think you actually know what it looks like. So that is a red flag to me because you're trying to act like this is like a thing that you have experienced when you haven't, right? You don't know. You haven't met any woman that's been after you for your money. Not one. So you don't know what it actually looks like. Because if you did, you would be like, oh, this is what it looks like. This is what she said to me that triggered that, and I thought like this from that. You're being more and more vague. I'm asking you for a specific example, and you're just regressing and being more and more vague.
Okay, so let me be more clear.
Okay.
So it comes back to a woman who's looking for the financial aspect. For example, let's say, so I went out on the first date with a woman never met before. We met from online. We start talking everything. Immediately out the gate, like I said, before we start talking about anything else, she asked about how much I make, what kind of car I drive, where do I live, you know, what does my house look like, et cetera, et cetera. And that gave me the idea that, is this woman looking to get to know me, or she just wants to know what I can provide for her? Which is fine. Those are things to ask. But the entire date, she was asking just more on materialistic things versus asking about me. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. So I don't know if those are red flags personally. I think that money is important, and especially for women, I think it's important for them to ask questions like that, because I'll tell you this, Trackstar. If that woman didn't ask you those questions and then come to find out you was a bum and you tricked her and manipulated her, and then that woman got online and told this story and was like, this dude Trackstar, he didn't have shit. He was a bum. He was living in a box and yada, yada, yada. But he looked so good and he had on a suit when he met me or whatever. But I never asked him where he went, where he lived, or I never saw his house and whatever. If she got online and said that, what would the men say? Choose better. Vet better. Why didn't you bring her around your male friend? like all this bullshit. So I don't like asking a person in 2024 how much money they make, where they live, what type of car they drive, what type of home do they live in. These all seem like plausible questions, right? Like these all seem like rational questions on even a first date. To me, they automatically do not signal red flags. What it does signal though is that she is concerned about the financial stability and viability of the person she is dating, which is not the same thing as being a gold digger. It's not the same thing as expecting a man to float her lifestyle. Two totally different things. Two completely different things, right? Like you don't want to know how much a man makes. You don't want to know how much a woman makes. You don't like. I think we need to normalize men asking very similar questions.
So you're saying like when you first meet a woman and you start initiating a conversation, the first question she asks out the gate is, "How much do you make a year?"
But that's not what happened, though, Trackstar. Right? That's not what happened. That wasn't the first thing out of her mouth. I know. Come on, let's be real. That was not the first thing out of her mouth.
So, as I said, it wasn't the first thing, but it was the second thing. Like, so the first thing she asked me is what kind of car I drive. Then she started asking how much I make a year, so on.
So you're telling me you went out on a date with this woman.
Right.
How did you get the date with the woman?
Oh, we met online.
Okay, so you met online. You never had this conversation before. You show up to the establishment, to the restaurant, whatever, right? You sit down. Hi, nice to see you. You look good. I look good. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Real quick. The first set of questions first thing she asked you is, what car do you drive? That was literally how it happened.
Yeah, so as we're meeting, as I walk into the restaurant, as we're sitting down, that's the first thing she asked me. Was like, "Oh, what kind of car did you drive here?" I mean, it's just the way that she asked it, which kind of bothered me. I think, like I said, it's all the questions that she asked. It's the way that she asked them, which kind of gave me the idea that she was looking for more like financial support. And then she went into detail about her past relationships with men. And then when I started to connect things together, that's when I kind of realized, okay, so you're definitely just looking for somebody to financially support you and your kids. But she was a single mother of 4, so she was definitely looking for stability. And that's something that I just gathered while talking to her and just connecting the dots along the way. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right, go ahead, Vivid.
Okay, so just listening to you, I would immediately say you are a red flag. Just upon listening to you, how you talk, especially with calling women females, it shows you have a disdain for women. So you don't have to be in a dating atmosphere to glean a little bit of information just off the way people talk. You can kind of tell that Modern has had his feelings hurt, has not processed those feelings and gotten over the hurt.
This has nothing to do with me. That wasn't even me speaking.
I know, I can read and I can see the little blue boxes light up. Because I went back to address both you guys on the panel. But I wanted to address something that you said. You see what I'm saying?
No, I think you really just want to.
Let her finish, though. Why are you interrupting her?
Hey.
Your dog is gonna holler. But yeah, so Trackstar, back to you. See how I switch from person to person? So Trackstar, normally on a date, you ask get to know you questions. Normally on a date, you're going to talk about the mundane things, the weather. Oh, where do you work? Oh, what type of work do you do? These are probing questions, icebreaker questions. That is a normal date for normal people. Also, you say you met this young lady online. Was it a dating service that you met the young lady on? Did you know beforehand that she had 4 children? And just because she ended up not being your cup of tea, you can't, as Pub say, you can't put that jacket on every woman. So, like, you assuming every woman is only looking for providers. I mean, you sound very young, and I guess I won't hold you to that.
I didn't say ever.
But the way you talk, it alludes to more often than not, that's all a woman wants. When honestly, we usually meet you guys, quote unquote, in the wild. At the store, at the club, or, you know, so a lot of it is just going to be on what our homeboy like to say, it's going to be based on attraction. So we're not going to know out the gate if, you know, you're inherently a good guy. You know, but just sitting and let somebody talk, like I said earlier, you can kind of surmise what kind of person they are by the topic of a conversation that they're participating in and how they respond to that certain conversation. And then that is also a very big turnoff for a lot of women, especially when, you know, you guys so often like to scream y'all's opinion on women. It's a turnoff. Like, and a lot of people, a lot of women can just listen to you, be like, nah, he ain't for me. Nah, that dude, he don't look like he really like him. He like poom poom, but he don't like women as people. Like, that's how a lot of women are operating now. We've seen and we've been through the bad stuff. So, okay, we can recognize that now. But when a young woman is young, in her 20s, you know, of course we don't, know, that you're going to end up being a toad. But live the life experiences will, have you put your guard up a little bit? Have you asked more pertinent, questions? And when you guys do not qualify for that woman, y'all kick, scream, holler, and rage.
So I want to go. You can respond, Trackstar, and you can respond after that. Modern, go ahead.
Well, yeah, like I can agree with everything you're saying, but I'm just speaking from personal experience. So, from my personal experience, I've just been dealing with a lot of damaged women who really haven't healed from their past.
And a lot of women can say the same, but a lot more women are more so willing to give you guys the grace for not being a six-figure nigga. You know what I mean?
Have you healed from your past, Trackstar?
Yeah, I have. Like I said, I'm 31 now, so like I said, I've been through a lot of emotional experiences when it comes to dating. So I feel like I've kind of matured and grown along the way. So, like I said, I'm definitely like 100% ready to find my person. My issue is I can't seem to find somebody who is healed from their past. And like I said, at first I'm thinking like, am I meeting these people in like the wrong area or something? Because it's something that I keep coming across time after time. So I don't know.
So what did you do to heal from your past? What steps did you take?
Steps. Well, I took some time alone. So I took maybe a couple years or so from dating in general. I just took some time to myself, traveled a bit, found my inner peace. I also looked at myself, see what faults I have.
And what faults did you discover that you had?
I do realize that I can be very judgmental at times off the jump.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I need to fix. At the time, my financial decisions weren't as good as they are now, so I had to learn that as well. But yeah, like I said, the main thing I did was just, take some time to myself, really figure out what I want in life and what I want in a woman. I feel like I'm at the point now where I do.
Your background's louder than you, Trackstar. We can't really hear you.
So I'm at the airport.
I was gonna say you at the airport.
Yeah, you gotta talk a little bit louder. We hear more of the background.
Yeah, I know that lady telling you where to go right now. Pay attention. No.
So basically, the main thing I did was just take some time alone to myself.
Yeah.
Find out what I want.
So no therapy. No, it doesn't. I don't know how you address these things. Hold on, I'm gonna mute you up real quick. Also, okay. So I don't know if you healed from your past relationships with women. I don't know what women did to you. I was going to ask you, what did they do to you that you feel like you had to heal from? I was really talking about your past that led you to, like even prior to that, right? Because really what I want to know is have you started to like unpack your misogyny at all? Because it doesn't seem like you have, but maybe you were way more misogynistic, 5 years ago, and then now you're not as misogynistic, and this is like the better version of you. But just on the surface, it seems like you haven't unpacked any of your misogyny, right? Which you, the reason why that's important is because isn't that really important before you get into a relationship with a woman, to see women as human beings? Wouldn't that be like an important thing to do?
Right. I mean, so are you saying that I don't see them as human beings?
You call them female. I'm basing this just on the time that we've been. You called them females, so I know you don't see them as human beings.
So personally, this is the first time I've ever heard that even being a thing. So
hold on, track star. Hold on, you gotta feel me though. If you have done the work, then you wouldn't need somebody to tell you that. You would understand that. You see what I'm saying? You would understand, like, oh shit, calling a woman a human, calling a woman a female is dehumanizing, right? That's what happens when you do when you start to unpack your misogyny. You discover shit like that. You don't need a woman to tell you that. Like, I didn't need a woman to tell me that calling a woman a female was a bad thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I knew that once I started to unpack my misogyny. But before that, I had no idea. I didn't know calling a woman a female, which I never was big on calling women females anyway, just because I know that's not, I know the definition of words. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, that's just a weird thing to call a person anyway. But unnecessarily, like a female cop, a female rapper, a male surgeon, a male police officer, whatever. Yes, you can do that. But when you talk about a person specifically, that's a human being. Like, so I call them women and men, right? Like I was known to do.
Right. I mean, like I said, I agree with you with the bitch term. I think that is very demeaning towards women. I don't think we should be calling them that. But as for just calling them like just a female, I mean, we'll just have to agree, disagree. I just don't.
No, it's not.
Agree to disagree on you saying something that he's telling you is dehumanizing to women. So like, maybe you haven't healed as far as you think you have, because if you are, and this is why, like, when you're telling these stories, people are picking up that maybe you were the problem in some of these situations, because if a group of people are telling you, hey, that is a dehumanizing term against this group of people, what, like, there's a term for it, right? Like, we're called women. So why, like, there's already a word for it. So why do you have to fight to continue to use the term female that you have been told is dehumanizing, when the word for a human adult female is called a woman? We're called women. Just like I know for a fact you don't casually use the term male. You don't walk around talking about men and referring to them as males. You only do that to women.
Yeah, and you haven't.
Okay, so let's for example, let's say if you for employers, like on a job application, they have,
oh my God,
male or female.
This is crazy.
We're not talking about job applications. Yeah. We're talking about casual conversations.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if the word female,
you know what also is a red flag?
Then why not just ban it altogether?
Yeah, no, because it has because female has a scientific meaning, right? Like, there's a reason why. Like, this dummy in the comments said, all of you, oh man, I gotta mute that. All of you guys have F's on IDs, end of story. Yeah, that's because in a medical emergency, it's important to know if the person is a female or a male. It's important. In a medical emergency, it does matter. Scientifically, it does matter to know the difference between a male and a female, the anatomy of a male and a female. It is different. Yes, that matters. Medications react differently.
The point is, there are certain contexts in which male and female both are necessary, but that's in that context. But when we take it out into the regular world where we're having social interactions, it seems like we want to only take the word female into everyday social interactions, but we don't take the word male. Why is there a difference? Y'all call men men. But women, all of a sudden now we got to be referred to the scientific term of female.
Mm-hmm.
Because you guys are females.
And
Oh
you're
my
males. But do you call men males on a regular basis?
No, I didn't.
So why? What's the difference? Explain the difference to me, please.
Go ahead, Modern.
Hold on. I want Track to tell me why he thinks that, oh, you guys are females, but he doesn't refer to men as males. What's the difference?
I'll let you.
Hey, hold on. I got to check in, guys.
Okay, go check in. Go ahead, Modern. Go ahead, Modern.
So this is the thing with this, right? Me specifically, I always called men I always called men and woman or young ladies, right? That's what I've always used. I've never used female and male. That just, to me specifically, it didn't sound right even saying that. Now, I never heard that it was disrespectful until a couple of years ago, because I didn't know calling a woman female was disrespectful to them until like about 5-6 years ago. But me specifically, I never really used that term anyway because it never sounded right. It just sounds dumb, right? It sounds crazy even saying that. So yeah.
Well, that's what women accepted it. I mean, y'all call us bitches on a normal basis. Female is a step up.
Man, you said y'all. What do you mean by
men in general refer to women as bitches often?
Yeah, in general.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
The point is, a lot of men don't know that the word female is offensive because most women have just accepted it because, again, y'all call us bitches and hoes on a regular.
Oh, I disagree.
So female is just like, it's a step up from that.
I disagree, Shan. I think men who use female, especially men who go out of their way to use it, know good and goddamn well that it's offensive.
I was just about to say, y'all
They know it's offensive, and that's why they don't call men males, because they know it's offensive.
They get the connotation when they say it. It's said with disdain or distaste and all that. They know exactly what they mean when they call a woman a female. Is to get a little dig, only because you can't say a bigger, better word to that person.
It's a dog whistle.
I would say this, right? There's a huge difference between I don't know if you can say the word, but bitch and woman.
We know that, but there's not a big difference between a female and a bitch.
But this is my thing.
Because wait, hold on, Modern. But there's not a big difference between a female and a bitch, because a bitch is a female dog. That's my point. That's why I told him that earlier, right?
Yeah, but my thing is, y'all saying that a lot of men call women bitches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I agree, but
and hoes.
I think for the most part, most of the time they call women bitches because of how they portray themselves and how they act.
I already touched me, bro. I listened to Tupac in 1996 when he said, "I wonder why they call you bitch," and it was stupid then.
You said what?
I heard Tupac make a song called "You Wonder Why They Call You Bitch." I heard it in 1996, and I thought it was dumb then when he said it.
Why did you think it was dumb?
Because that's not why men call women bitches. We don't call them bitches because of what they've done. We call them bitches to dehumanize them. That's why. And then he tried to work backwards and say, "Oh, well, the reason why, sir, y'all call women." Hold on, wait. Time out, y'all. Men call women bitches who they've never met before. So make that make sense.
Yeah, no, I definitely know it's men like that. But what I'm saying is,
men like that, or most men?
Hold on. For the most part, right? There's a lot of men that call women bitches because of how they behave.
No, that's not Modern. That's not true.
Hold on, let me
no, I'm not gonna let you finish that. That's not true.
So this is the thing, right? When a woman walks in a room and when a 304 walks in a room, there's two different things.
They're both women.
Hold on. Look, stop. When women that are decent and behave like women, you can see how men act when they walk in the room. Men act like men when they walk in the room, right? When bitches and 304s walk in the room, men act way different. They act like little boys.
What is the word for a man? What is the word for a man that walks in the room and isn't a quote unquote man? What is the word that you would use?
Ask that question again.
What is the word for a man that walks in a room and you deem to not be a quote unquote man, to act like a man? What do you call that man?
He's not a man. He's weak.
But what do you call him? What's the name?
He's a weak.
Name. That's a descriptor. What is the name? What do you call? What's the name you call him?
Oh, bitch ass nigga. That's what I call him.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't. But you don't though.
Hold on.
But you don't though.
This is the thing. This is my first time on your platform, right? Nobody on here knows me and they don't know how I operate. So for you to act like you're surprised that I say this is delusion. I'm not biased, right? Edwin that was on the platform. I've been on his platform a million times, right?
Sir.
He knows I'm not biased. I hold both
Mater.
genders accountable. I don't
Mater.
sit there and call one woman something and not call men. I hold both genders accountable.
Okay.
I'm not biased at all.
Okay.
So what do you mean? What do you mean I don't?
First and foremost, saying I'm not biased will never make me believe you, because right there, I know everybody's biased. That's why.
No, you're biased.
No, I am biased, like everybody is, because we all have implicit biases.
You only. This is.
We all have implicit biases.
I'm not trying to argue. I don't argue on platforms. What I'm trying to say is, right, I hold both genders accountable for the bullshit they do, right?
Okay.
I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect.
Yeah.
But where I come from and where I'm at now is two different things.
What do women do? What do you hold women accountable for?
For their misbehavior.
Be specific.
When they act like 304s, right?
Why is that something they need to be held accountable for?
I mean, for the woman I hold them accountable.
I'm talking about women. You said you hold both genders accountable. That we're talking about the group, not an individual.
It seems like you want to argue. So this is my thing, right? When I have conversations on these platforms, I don't sit there and say one thing about men and not say something about. I hold both, right? If we're going to talk about men, then I'm going to say what men do.
Sir, you said that already. I want to move the conversation beyond.
What are you not understanding?
You're not understanding.
No, you're not understanding. Dude.
I understand what you're saying. I just asked you to, sir. It's not an argument. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to get your point. Can you ask the question?
Okay, so I'll ask it again, because I asked it plainly before. So, what do you want to hold women accountable for? You said you hold both genders accountable. What do you hold women accountable for? In general, not a specific woman. In general, what do you hold women accountable for?
In generality, not acting like women, being too masculine, being 304s, right? Not taking care of their kids and not nurturing their kids, right? Being deadbeat mothers.
Are you single?
Things of that nature, right?
Can I please ask a question?
And do you hear that? Look at the threats. Are you single?
A threat?
How's that a threat?
How's that a threat?
Hold on. That's dehumanizing right there. Are you single?
No, it's not.
Why are you asking me?
This baby don't know a lot of words.
Because you see, this is what happens when you hold women accountable. They ask you stuff like this.
Wait, but
hold
on, y'all.
Hold on, man.
Hold on, y'all.
Now, once did I disrespect women?
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You have. You've been disrespectful.
So let me answer the question, right? If you feel like I'm disrespectful, I apologize. But this is my thing, right?
For what?
This is my thing, right? I'm from New York, so if you think my tone and the way I talk is disrespectful,
nope, that's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about your words.
I don't mean no harm, right? This is just like the rest of people.
You mean a lot of harm.
So
hold on, Mater.
This is my thing, right?
Mater.
I'm not single.
Wait. Let's take a breath. Stop. I don't think your tone is disrespectful. What you are saying is disrespectful. It's not how you talk. You're not being aggressive necessarily, but the things you are saying are disrespectful. Like earlier, to take it back to the initial conversation, when you said that men and women cheat the same, which is just a lie. That's $10 on Modern Head. That is just a lie, right? So why would you say that would be my question, right? Why do you, and also why do you said,
disrespectful. What are you talking about?
Saying that all women cheat.
That's not what I said.
You did. Okay, I'm sorry.
I said women and men cheat on the same percentage.
You said all men cheat. And then you said, I think women do the same. Yeah.
That's not what I said.
Okay, what did you say?
I said if a woman really loves and respects her man.
No. What did you say before that? What did you say about men first? Because that was the first thing you said.
I said majority of men cheat.
Okay, majority of men cheat. And you said that the majority of women cheat too.
No, I did not say that.
You did. You just said it right now. You just reiterated it right now.
What I said was it's probably on the same percentage, right? But it's not the same percentage. That's what I said. It's probably
that's not what you said. Now you're double talking.
That's what I said. You
sir.
Bring Edwin back in, dude.
Why do I need Edwin? It's recorded, sir.
Because he was here.
I was here. I listen better than both of you niggas put together.
If you misinterpreted what I said,
I didn't misinterpret it. Now you're trying to gaslight me, which is disrespectful.
I'm not trying to gaslight.
You are.
This is my thing, right? Women don't cheat on men they love and respect, right? What I said was men cheat most of the time just to get off, and they just do it just to do it, right?
Yeah.
Woman won't cheat if she really loves and respects and admires a man. That's what I said.
So they don't love and respect most men? 20 on his head. They don't love and respect most men?
You said what?
Women don't love and respect most men that they're with?
I mean, I can't speak on
If you can't speak on any of this if that's the case, but you are.
The women I've dealt with respected and loved me. Right?
Okay, so most of the women you know love and respect the men that they're with, right? But in your mind, most men will cheat just because. So how much sense does that make? How would that? So why are you going out of your way to vilify women and put them on the same level as men? So you said, so this is what I think, Modern. I think you came in and you said that you think most men cheat, right? Which you knew most people would agree with, which I don't even agree with, but I'll accept it, right? Cool.
You don't agree with, you just agree with when
I'd never agree with you.
Bro, you're contradicting. Bro,
Nigga, please. You can't even say specific, right? Don't use contradiction. I didn't contradict myself ever. 30 on his head.
I don't argue with men, bro. When I said it, right?
Then who do you argue with? Ducks?
I don't argue with nobody.
You arguing right now.
You're trying to argue.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm literally arguing against your stupid ass points in real time. That's what's going on right now.
This is what I noticed. I clearly said I'm not biased.
You are biased, and you're lying.
As soon as I said that, everybody on the platform felt attacked.
Nobody felt attacked by that.
Man, this is why you're acting like this. What is the problem with holding both genders accountable? Please tell me.
Because what do you want to hold women accountable for? You don't have an explanation. You don't have an example.
As soon as I said all men cheat, okay, cool. But when I say something about women, it's a problem.
Because I'm gonna tell you something, sir. I'm okay. Hold on, Modern. Hold on, brother. I'm okay with a man feeling like most men cheat. I'm okay with that. You're a man. You feel like most men cheat. I disagree. But the thing is that the numbers are so close that I would actually, probably. It's possible, I would say, but I disagree. I do. I'm being honest with you. I disagree. But it's not so far from the truth to where I'm gonna push back against it. So I think most people will allow it, right? Cool. I do think and most men have cheated or do cheat currently, whatever you want to say. Okay, fine. Not gonna argue against that. Like I said, once again, I think the numbers would dictate that would show that it's pretty close. All right. You tried to say the same thing about women. Now, I think that your whole reason for saying that most men cheat was just so you can say, so do women. That's why I think you did that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy?
If you got that from that, that's just insane, dude.
But what else am I supposed to get from that when that is a fucking lie? Categorically a lie.
What is a lie, that most men cheat?
No, see, I'm not doing that's dumb. Most women don't cheat. Most women do not cheat at the same rate that men do.
Did you not hear what I said, though?
I heard everything you said.
No, you did. What I clearly said was, women only cheat. I mean, if a woman really loves and respects and admires her man, every other man is invincible to her. She doesn't.
Do you think that repeating yourself will convince me that you said something different? Because I don't know if you know that it won't. I literally perfectly heard what you said, and it still doesn't make it right.
I'm lost. That was literally the beginning of the conversation. We moved on. Why are we still speaking on this part?
I'm showing you that you don't know what you're talking about.
You're doing this because you want to argue and you just want to debate.
This is a debate live. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
That was literally 40 minutes ago, and we moved on. So why?
But it shows. Hold on. But it shows that it shows your intentions. Because the reason why I brought it up was to show you that you actually have been saying harmful things about women. Lies.
What was harmful?
I told you. I just see what I'm saying. You see how you don't listen? I already told you. I just articulated the lie and what it did.
Can you name one harmful thing?
Saying that most women cheat is harmful.
That's harmful and disrespectful to women?
Yeah. I'll let the women answer that.
That's insane.
Okay, go ahead. 40 on his head. I'll let women answer that one. I ain't gonna speak for them.
He won't even listen to women. He has such a disdain for women that you talk long enough. You talk long enough.
Okay.
Ask him some questions.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead, Therese.
You mentioned earlier, to take it back earlier to the conversation, you mentioned, I think it was you anyway, Mano. When I walk into a room, men treat women based on, how they can assess who they are. So when you walk in a room, you can tell if they're a 3 or 4, if they are a good mother, or if they're masculine. How exactly can you tell that? Oh, did he jump? Oh, no, he's there. So how can you tell that, Modern?
How can you tell what? Can you ask that again?
When a woman walks into a room, how can you tell she's a 3 or 4?
Her behavior, her
characteristics. Or masculine. What specific behavior tips off?
Her behavior, her characteristics. Like what it's a difference. Woman behave
45.
like women, and 304s behave like 304s.
Hey, yo, can you hear me?
Well,
how can you not
Modern? I need specifics, please. What is a specific behavior that indicates a woman is too masculine or modern, or whatever term you want to use?
They paid the money to drop them. Sorry, y'all.
Too. Even
I'm
just
sorry.
walking in the room, you can tell that she masculine, that she a 304, that she's not a nurturing woman. David, when Trackstar was talking earlier, he was saying like, oh well, you can, women have certain characteristics or whatever. You get to know them and you determine that they're. I'm like, well, I've been called a 304, a Jezebel, a demon, a modern woman, whatever. I am sitting here in a 1619 t-shirt with my hair pulled back in a ponytail, no jewelry. You don't know people don't know anything about me, and I'm called that all the time. Just or if you don't want to talk to them, you get called out your name. Exactly. Yeah.
Let me
an opinion that doesn't align with something they're saying, or they just don't like the fact that I'm not complying with what they want.
Let me read these super chats real quick, and then we'll continue. Invincible Summer said these types of men spend their whole lives trying to get money and material things to attract women, and then complain when women only want what they have. Facts. Saw said, or they refer to women constantly as girls. That's another thing they do. Bonji Baby said, when will women, quote unquote, be good enough? They want to fight for the right to not call us women, but also not call biological women either. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. They want to fight for the right to not call trans women, quote unquote, but also not to call biological women quote unquote either. Yeah, exactly. They don't want to call anybody a woman. They want to dehumanize any feminine presenting person. Doesn't matter. Marsha P said, I'm putting 10 on this male caller. I don't know his name. What is his beef? His beef is he don't like women, and he got clocked. Okay, go ahead.
One more thing before
go ahead, Therese.
I go, because his host he left, so his questions are someone paid. When I wanted to ask, I think it was Trackstar, was talking about his dating life.
Yeah.
I have a friend down in Miami. He's in his 50s and he is a YT man, and he has the similar complaints that you have when it comes to dating. And so I asked him where, I'm listening to the story and I'm like, that's curious. So I asked him, where are you meeting these women and how old are they? They were in their early 20s, some of them late teens, and he was meeting them in the bar at the Miami Beach W Hotel and various other Miami hotspots.
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling him, well, if you're the type of woman you're meeting in the locale you're meeting them, you're gonna get those types of women. So first thing, and I didn't hear the early part. I don't know if I don't know where exactly you met these women. I think it was on a dating app, you said.
Yeah.
But another question I wanted to ask you is the whole thing of, she has kids and that was a deal breaker. Why was that not disclosed in the initial chat? Like when you were first chatting on the app, did you not ask these questions?
That was my next question.
That stuff you should know before you even go schedule the date, because those are basic things, whether they have kids, whether they're a smoker or non-smoker or whatever your initial deal breaker things are. Those are things you should know before you go out on the date. So why didn't you find those things out beforehand?
Can I answer?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah. So with the song right quick, man.
Nah, you can let Trackstar go and then you can go after him. Go ahead, Trackstar.
Okay, yeah, so that day specifically that I went into detail about, that female actually on her profile, because I said I met her off the Hinge, she actually did not disclose that she had 4 kids on her profile. And when I asked her that, when I brought it up on the date, I was like, why did you put that on your profile? She said, usually because that scares men away. I didn't want to put it up there until I met them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm sitting there like, well, that's something that you need to post on your profile, immediately, so women can see that. Because if I had saw that on the profile, I would probably swipe left.
So she said she had no kids on the profile, or she just didn't answer the question.
No kids. She said
no
yeah,
kids. Okay.
No
and
kids,
you so you weren't there was no indication for you to inquire further in when you were chatting with her, because you assumed what she was saying in her profile was true.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I don't believe anything about this story. I don't think that woman made a profile and deliberately said she had no kids. She probably just didn't put that she had kids, but I doubt she lied on her profile to say she didn't have kids.
I think more likely she just didn't answer the question, because you can just not answer the question, and the question really doesn't appear depending on how the dating app is formatted. Sometimes it's like that.
I don't think she went out of her way to lie and she didn't have children. She's got 4.
So this with Hinge, I don't know if you guys know the Hinge platform, but usually it has a section where it says, "Do you have kids?" and it's a yes or no question. She had no. So.
Oh, another question is: are you dating for were these dates gone on with the intention of forming a long-term relationship, or were you just dating casually?
No, the goal has always been long-term. I've always been looking for someone to marry. I just can't come across a woman who's fully healed from their past.
And you've made those intentions known when you go out on these dates. So you've made these intentions known.
Always.
Saying women aren't fully healed while you yourself.
I don't really buy that, but I'm not going to get her and call you a liar. So whatever. Thank you for answering my questions.
Saying you want to find a woman that's fully healed while you yourself aren't fully healed is kind of wild.
Like you said, I don't think that we're on the same page there, because like I said, while I was on pause while the other people were talking on your platform, I actually went around and asked a couple random females in the airport, do you
stop calling women females? Can you?
He won't stop it.
Hold on, no. Women. Able to learn. If just you know what? Just from the way you talk. Okay, pause that though. Just from the way you talk, if you give a woman 10 minutes of your conversation, you gonna be X'd out. You are not healed. I mean, to whose standards? If you cannot even come out the gate with the respect of women, you do not deserve a woman. How many times do people have to correct you for you to be okay, well, you do not respect women? No, Rozzy, rage in a minute.
So it's funny.
Hold on, let him finish. Let track star go, please.
As I was asking these women, I asked these women, do you get offended if someone wants to refer to you as a female? And the general answer was no, because they're females.
How old were they? Grown-ups understand the difference. Grown-ups understand the difference.
I'm not even. It depends on the context. So that's good that you polled some people at the airport and they gave you the answer that you were seeking. Fine.
Honestly, Trackstar, though, if you had said, if I would have been out on a date with someone and they used the term females, I would leave the date immediately.
That's what I'm saying.
Because that word tells me all I need to know. Hold on. That word,
Razzie, you can go, brother. We got to let Razzie go.
I need to know about your ideology and how you feel about women. You speak volumes with that one word.
In all of my 31 years of living, I have never heard someone say that the term
okay,
female.
now you've heard it. Now what are you gonna? Now let's learn from it. Now you know.
I think this is just you guys. I don't think this is the general.
Okay, you're right. There's 439 people in this, and there's 300 people on YouTube. So and the vast majority of the people in here disagree with you, but it's just us in here. But you're right.
Public, since he likes polls.
Right.
Yeah, y'all. We can run a poll.
If you can't take correction.
Yeah. Hold on. We need Rozzy. Hold on.
I don't think there's any correction to be had.
Okay. Go ahead, Rozzy.
Where did you
Hey, you guys, wait up. I want Rozzy to go. You're good. Rozzy, can you go, please?
Yeah. So listen, I came kind of late.
Yeah.
Right. I came late, so I didn't hear the conversation previously. So I'm gonna ask this one question about the word female.
Mm-hmm.
I've used the word female before.
We can tell.
Huh?
I said we can tell. Yeah, I can tell.
How?
Just go. Keep going. I can tell. Go ahead.
Okay. So what I want to ask is, what's disrespectful about it?
Interesting. Yeah. So female is a scientific term, and it could describe a lot of stuff. Any animal in the animal kingdom, there are female spiders, female dogs, cats, lions, bears, emus, females, right? A human is something different. Wouldn't you say?
I mean, listen, but aren't women females?
Hold on. Can you answer my question? Hold on. Sir. Sir. Rozzy. No, don't ask a question. I'm telling you. I'm asking you a question now.
Okay.
You don't think so? We're humans, right? We're human beings. Do human beings treat animals the same way we treat human beings? No. Okay. Wait. That's important. So, if we call human beings the same thing we call animals, what do you think the effects of that could be possibly?
What do you mean the same thing we call animals?
Females and males. That's what we call. That's.
I'm a guest on your panel. Can I get my shit off?
No. I'm asking you a question.
Hey, yo, hold on. Listen, I'm trying to get an understanding. I'm not trying to argue. I've said it before in my past. I don't know. Nobody corrected me growing up. That's what I'm asking you, brother.
And I'm telling you, and that's why I'm saying you don't need to get your shit off. You should listen.
Hold on. When you look at driver's license, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says female.
Why?
Say female.
Why does it say that?
I made a mistake by saying driver's license.
Oh, okay.
What I'm trying to ask is, women, men or males, we get called males, do we not?
Males are males.
Okay, let me ask you this: do you have a problem with men being called males?
Yeah, it depending on the reason. Like generally speaking, yeah. Don't refer to me as a fucking male when I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, yeah, and women don't go around just. I know.
Ever called you a male? Mm-hmm. Yes. Casually in a casual conversation, she's like, "These males."
Yes.
Makes me not believe it. And then so now you're in the spot. Why y'all come up so hot? Why you so mad?
I'm telling you the truth.
Take a deep breath. You gonna pass out.
Hold on, Vivid, real quick.
Out, man.
Trackstar never answered my question about, because he said himself he refers to women as females casually, but he does not refer to men as males casually. And when I said why, what's the difference? He never answered. He said he had to get checked.
Hey, y'all, hit that. Hey, hold on real quick. Hit that poll up there. I want Trackstar to answer. Hit that poll up there in the top left corner. Bonji Baby said, I feel like he lying, but okay. She was referring to Trackstar's story about the hinge date. Bonji said he lying about the airport poll too. Bonji Baby also said even electrical. Hold on. I'm just reading it, brother. I'm reading, sir. I'm reading what these people are telling me to read. They paid me to read it. I'm reading it to you. You can argue with them after. I'll let you respond, but let me read it real quick. Bonji Baby said, even electrical parts have a female end. I'm a woman. Address me as such. That's what I'm saying. Like any inanimate objects could be females. Anything could be a fucking female. That's the point. Like anything can be a male.
Anything could be a female.
Wait, let Trackstar answer the question, because maybe he'll give you some insight. Trackstar, why is it different? Y'all need to calm down. Why y'all so hyped up? It's a conversation. Relax.
I'm relaxed.
So I will admit there has been like a few instances where I will refer to someone as a male, like someone that I don't know or being introduced to. You know,
so now you're changing your answer.
No, I had to really think and sit on it because you did give a good question, so I wanted to think and sit on it.
No, and you didn't think and sit on it. You said no. You said you don't refer to men as males typically.
Can I just say this?
Wait, Rozzy, wait.
Rozzy, we gonna let you talk, brother. Just let
yes, typically, but there are times where I do refer to men as males. Now I will say that it's not as much as I refer to women as females, but.
So what's the difference is what I asked you. Why is it different? Why don't you always refer to men casually as males, but you always typically refer to women as females? What's the difference?
I mean, I really think it's even on both ends. Like really, if I'm calling somebody a male or female, it's usually, most cases, I don't know their name, I'm just meeting them, it's really among those two things. I either don't know you or I'm just being introduced to you. or if someone is asking me about this person, I don't know who they are. I would say, "Oh, you mean the female or the male?" But in that, no. So
I think you're lying because when you initially answered the question, you said you typically don't refer to men as males. I think that was the truth. If you're having a casual conversation, let's say you're trying to tell a story and you're talking about a group of men, you would be like, yeah, those men, they blah, 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 or those dudes, guys, whatever you want.
Men, males, same thing, honey, same thing.
It's not.
Males.
Honey, too. That's a weird.
See how he called her honey?
Hold on, y'all. Let me finish, please. If you were telling a story about a group of women, though, that's when you start saying, yeah, these females, there's a distinct difference. Y'all will refer to each other as men. You don't say males. Y'all rarely.
No,
y'all
there's
come up
time
here and
where
lie,
we use.
but you rarely use the word males, and you know it.
I mean, there's time where we use the word woman, but there's also times where we use the word female. It's either or.
But you mostly use the word female to generally describe women, track star. But listen, hold on, track star. You don't generally call men. Sorry, go ahead, Shane.
No, I'm done. I said he was stuttering. He's too hyped.
Oh, okay. You don't generally refer to men as males. You generally refer to women as females. When you talked about calling a man a male, it was a specific situation. You were like, oh, if I'm getting introduced, like you made up this weird shit, right? But when it came to women, you just generally call women females. You see what I'm saying? Like there is a difference in how you view men and women.
Again,
Clearly.
you guys go back to saying I'm making up shit when you guys don't know me, never met me, know nothing.
I mean, we not stupid though.
You're right. Go ahead, Rozzy.
We was born.
Let me just say this to the man up top. When you talk about men, you don't call them males sometimes.
He just said he does randomly.
Oh okay.
First asked, he said no.
But let me just say this, man. You know, the times when I call a woman female, see, nobody had corrected me, so I never looked at it as a form of disrespect. You know what I mean? Sometimes
same as me. I'm in the same point as you. I never.
Hold on, track star. Let him go. Sorry. Go ahead, Rozzy.
Right. So when I said it, right, I didn't say it to be disrespectful. You know, I grew up, the men, sometimes they get called males.
Yeah.
And, the women sometimes get called females or ladies or girls or,
yeah.
Men
honey.
or boys.
Huh? Honey, also disrespectful. Calling a woman honey that you don't know is also disrespectful.
That too. So I never, nobody corrected me and say, oh, well, that's disrespectful. You feel what I'm saying? So I never looked at it when I called a man a male. Nobody said, oh, but why are you calling me a male? That's disrespectful. Nobody never corrected me on that.
That's because with the female thing, the people that would correct you are women, and y'all don't typically take correction from women well. We just tried to correct.
Right out of my mouth.
I'm still in the middle of my sentence.
Hold on, right quick. Hold on.
No, I'm still in the middle of my
sentence. Why when Shan start talking, y'all start let her talk? She literally is in the middle of a sentence.
How can we correct y'all when y'all don't even listen to us? We've been trying to correct Trackstar on the use of this word since he got up here, and he's still saying, nobody corrected me. I didn't know. But he said, oh, well, I asked a couple women at the airport, and they said it's cool, so I'm going to keep doing it. You can't be corrected when you don't listen or respect the people doing the correction, which is how you started calling them female in the first place, because you don't respect women. So if a group of people you don't respect and you start calling them a degrading word like female tells you, I don't like to be called female, you're not going to say, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. You're going to do what Trackstar and you are both doing. You're going to push back.
I got a response. I got a response real quick, y'all. Hold on, Trackstar. Hold on, brother. I got you. I'm gonna let you go. I don't, if one woman told me that calling a woman female was disrespectful, I wouldn't even ask other women that. I would just go, oh, damn, I didn't know that. And I would stop calling women females. Right. Especially now, when I was fucking 15 or whatever. Yeah. I'd call women B words and all of that shit. When I was in my early 20s, I did that stuff. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. And I knew it was disrespectful and whatever. I'm saying now I wouldn't do that. So I don't want to act like I would never do that. Like I've definitely done it before. I'm saying now I wouldn't, because like Trackstar talked about, I'm healing. I'm not healed, but I'm healing from a lot of the damage that was done to me by society and my parents and whoever else, right? So I'm healing, right? That's a sign of me healing, that I wouldn't do that now. Trying to find a reason to push back, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like going out of my way to refute that, shows that I'm actually not in a healing process. I want to be stuck in wherever I'm at, right? And I say this, if it doesn't matter if most women don't want you to call them females, if 20% of women don't want to be called females, just stop calling women females altogether. Because what do you get out of that? It is a better word that is not disrespectful to any woman, which is woman. You can just call them women and you ain't got to worry about it at all. But if you do use the word female and 1 out of 5 says disrespectful, why are you fighting so hard to keep saying it? Right? Also, I'm gonna tell you guys, this might blow y'all mind. The first men to call women female were white men calling black women females to degrade them. The same thing they called as males too. They were that's who it was. That's where we got that shit from. Y'all got that shit straight off the plantation, calling women females, right? And you don't even know it. It's so insidious. So I'll give it to you. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say, because I know how misogyny and racism works and misogynoir works, it is so insidious that many men, most men don't even know it's a problem. But now you know. So now I don't want to hear I asked 5 people at the airport and they said otherwise. I don't give a fuck. That just shows that you actually don't care about about offending women. That's what it shows. So let me read these things and I'll let y'all go. Adam sent the Cash App. He put $1 on the drop fund and said, ask him why he can't just say woman. I'm gonna let Trackstar answer that question in a second. Evie said, female or male reduces a person to their anatomy only. It excludes personhood. Exactly. Perfectly said, Evie. To put it lightly. You're all insane said, they can't calm down. They hate women. Would you be calm around someone you hate? It's like the sounds of a woman's voice sets them off. Banji said, George Bush will pay for his crimes because No Child Left Behind did a number on our kings. Miss Chrissy Baby said, men nowadays are completely oblivious on why women are repelled by men. They are stuck in their ways and confused why women rather be single. Women are tied. That's facts. Evie said, they only see women for their anatomy, hence their use of female. God damn, she putting the puzzle pieces together. To them, a woman is not a person, it's body parts. God. Okay, Evie might have cracked the code. I think she has said it the best thus far. Misogyny is so insidious, they have no Nigel said misogyny is so insidious, they have no idea how unsafe they sound. That's what I was saying earlier to Mr. What's his name? Dude that got dropped. One more. Miss Chrissy Baby said, seems like those men also need a lesson on consent. Damn. Yeah, damn. Not consent. Not consent. Yeah. Because the women are saying no, but the men are like, no, but. Nah, nigga, they saying no. Stop calling them.
Listen, I just said it out of ignorance.
I got one more. I got men great women out of ignorance all the time. Men that say women out of ignorance all the time.
I understand. I'm just saying, like, I'm not pushing back. Yeah. I'm just saying why I used to say it. I mean,
I got you.
Typically, I call women.
Cool.
I'm just saying, I've said female before, and I didn't know it was disrespectful because nobody said it was.
I've called women broads, scallywags, skank sluts, hoes, bitches. No, that's right. I've called women all of these things in my lifetime. Right. All of them. I've just referring to women as women. I didn't start doing that until I was like probably 35. If I'm not mistaken, I think around 35, I was like, it was 7 years ago for me. And I was like, I remember I told my friend, I was like, yeah, I stopped calling women. I had already stopped referring to women as like bras and stuff like that, but I would randomly still call women bitches. And then I don't remember what happened. I think I was having a conversation with somebody and I was like, that shit don't even feel right. And I just stopped calling women bitches. And then I made it like a conscious decision at that time to stop referring to women outside of things that didn't, that took away their personhood, like Evie said. So yeah. And that was me. I was completely unaware still and whatever. And I still was just like, yeah, that shit don't feel right to be calling them that.
I don't forgive you for scallywag.
Scallywag, that's some old people. We was calling women scallywags back in the day. Yeah, we was doing that. The poll said, are you offended by female? 139 votes, 98.56% said yes, 1.44 tisk. 1.44 said no. Truth Telling said that white men have historically called black men boy. but these men can't wrap their head around referring to black women as female is offensive, right? We would hate to be called boy. Miss Chrissy Baby says, side note, is that Hustle Man from Martin? That is not Tracy Morgan. I would love to have Tracy Morgan on my live. I would shut down the whole live and just have conversations with him. He's one of the funniest people on earth. Ali said, just know when they start stuttering, they lying. All right, go ahead, Trackstar. You want to answer the question? Do you remember the question?
No, ask again.
Okay, I'll go back. The question was, oh man, where is it at? Why can't you just call women female? Why can't you just call women women? That was the question.
I'm not saying I don't have an issue with it. I just don't think there's an issue with referring to someone by their assigned gender at birth. So
That's not gender, that's sex.
or sex, sorry.
Can I ask a question for
After all
Rob?
that, you still don't think there's an issue.
Exactly. We've explained it multiple times, and it hasn't broken through.
That was a question, Trackstar, for you to answer. After all of that, after every explanation, even knowing where it's coming from, which was slavery and the YT slave master, you still don't think there's an issue.
I do not. Like I said, that's where I said disagree.
You have not healed. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry, sir. Imagine this conversation. Hold on, Trackstar. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on, brother. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. I've been married a good amount of time. I've been married for 13 years, but I've been with my wife for 17 years, right? And I've discovered this a long time ago. This is like one of my approaches to my, in my relationship to like, make my wife content and satisfied, right? So my wife, if she asks me to stop doing something or to start doing something that doesn't affect me, right? And when I say that, I'm saying like if my wife asks me to stop working out, right? Like, and there's no reason for her, she just don't like that I be working out. I'm not going to stop working out because I need to work out, right? For my health. That affects me negatively, right? If my wife asks me to quit my job and don't work at all, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? If she asked me to quit a job, I would quit a job, but I wouldn't quit like working, in total, no, completely never, right? I got to work. But if my wife asks me to stop, if my wife asks me to stop taking my children out for fast food, I'll stop doing that. If she was like, yeah, I don't, like you shouldn't be taking the kids out for fast food all the time, blah, 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 which we've had this discussion. I don't know if you guys could tell. We've had this discussion. Stop taking them out for fast food. Stop taking them to 7-Eleven and doing 7-Eleven. All right, cool. Bet, run it. She's right. It is a net negative thing on their health to be taking them out to be eating fast food. And it does not negatively impact me or them, right? So why wouldn't I just stop doing it? Why would I fight against her in that instance, right? You can even go to something that's more neutral, right? Something that's neutral. If she asks you to stop doing it or to start doing it, why not just stop doing it or start doing it, right? So many men get a reason why women be breaking up with us is because of the exact characteristics that you are exhibiting right now. Your train of thought, right? There is a group of women, at the very least, there is a substantial group of women, at least in this, there's hundreds of women right now telling you, I don't want to be referred to as female, right? So based on that logic alone, you should stop calling women females. That should be enough, right? Instead, you aren't doing that. You're going to still refer to them as females because of your ignorance and because of your pride and ego, right? So think about that in a context of a relationship. How if I'm dealing with you as a woman, I'm saying it ain't got to be romantic. It could just be as a friendship. Like you're my homie and I'm trying to get you to stop or start doing something and you won't stop or start doing it. My guy, you and me aren't going to be friends that long. That's annoying as fuck. Who wants to deal with that shit all the time? That's on a platonic level. Imagine a romantic level. That type of shit will get you left at the altar. That type of shit will get you left 5 years into the relationship, 10 years into the relationship, 20 years into the relationship. Enough of that will add up over time. It shit is like Chinese fucking torture, right? Where the water just drip on your fucking forehead. Like eventually you just fucking break. Like, don't do that shit. I'm really telling you on some man to man shit. Don't do that shit. Stop. Get rid of that thought process. That shit is toxic. And you wouldn't do it for a paycheck. If this was for some money, you wouldn't be arguing. If your manager said he or she wants you to do something this way or that way, you don't go, but why? But I don't understand. I asked 3 people at the job and they said they don't do it that way. You would just be like, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Right? At the job, you get it. When they paying you, you get it. But when it's a woman, now all of a sudden you don't understand. Me hablo inglés. This shit is wicked work. The poll says, do these men sound safe? 100% said hell no. 93 votes. Go ahead, Trackstar. You can respond, brother.
You didn't read the female poll, by the way.
I did read it.
Yeah, like I said, I just
98%.
You guys are the people who think like this are the minority. I don't think they're the majority.
But it's still a group of people that don't want it. You didn't listen to what I said.
They said.
Hey, yo, Trackstar, just call them women, my brother.
This shit, he literally didn't listen to anything.
I'm trying to say that I don't see the offensive part of calling someone.
You don't need to see it. But you don't need to see it, Trackstar. That's my point. You don't need to see the offensive part. Just call them women. Like, I don't understand. How hard is that? It seems, see, Trackstar, what it's giving is, you know that it's offensive. You just want to continue saying it. You know it's offensive. You can't deny it's offensive. You know how I know? Because you...
No.
Okay.
That's the thing. I don't think it is.
It is. They're telling... How can...
You don't have to think it. The people who it's offending are telling you it is.
That's what I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding that part.
Hold on. It's the Cartier. You go ahead, and before you say anything, I want you to call Trackstar boy and only refer to him as boy. I don't think it's offensive, so go for it.
Yeah, especially for him specifically, not for anybody else. But him specifically, you can call him a boy.
Trackstar is boy when you speak.
Yes. It's the Cartier. Are you there?
It's not offensive to me, so I don't see a problem.
I think he might be out of the app.
Okay. We'll wait for him to come back.
While we waiting for Cartier.
Yeah, hold on. Let me read this super chat. Super chat Essence said, I think we should call him bitch for the rest of the live. Damn, she went harder than Shan. Shan said boy. Essence said, I think we should call him bitch for the rest of the live. Rightfully so. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, damn.
That was a white man. I want a white man to just sit up here and continuously refer to him as boy.
That would have been good.
He doesn't. The white man doesn't think it's offensive. He should be able to call you that. It doesn't matter what you think. He doesn't think it's offensive.
Damn.
So, bitch, where'd you first learn the term female?
Hey, man, hold on. Don't get my shit banned. Do not get my shit banned, please. I love y'all to death. Don't get my shit banned, please.
Boy, where'd you first hear the term
There you go.
I would say kindergarten.
kindergarten from other little boys or from the adults around you or what?
Are you asking me when I first heard the words female? Or
When did you start referring to women as females?
First started referring. When did you first start referring, and why? Like, was it other people saying it around you, and who?
No, like I said, when you're in preschool and they explain to you the male and female, that's where I learned the term female.
No, but you're talking about sex, though. I'm talking about when you started referring to
woman so we can move on.
Rosie, I appreciate the backup. I love you, but hang on. Thank you. But when did you first start to refer to women colloquially as females, and why?
I'm with you, Rosie. I do want to move on, but we're going to let this finish.
I mean, I've always referred to women as females because that's what they are. I don't really understand the question.
When did you start?
He's saying always. His memory.
Always. So since you were 4 or 5 kindergarten age, they were calling women females in your kindergarten class? Really?
They weren't.
No, you're asking me when I first learned the term. I'm telling you.
No, she said, when did you first start referring to women
as females?
I mean, my whole life, really. I can't
Nah.
pinpoint exactly.
Nah. That's a goddamn lie. We got to move on. I can't do it no more.
Because to be honest, him continuing to call women that is going to save some women from him. Because most women see that as the red flag that it is, and they're going to know to keep going the other way.
Facts.
So he's welcome to keep using it because most women with common sense, they will save themselves from having to deal with him.
Hey, even when we cooking niggas, we be helping y'all. Ali said, "Can we call your mama a bald head scallywag?" My mama, or just mom? Who mama we talking about here? I would love. I don't want to refer to my mama as a bald headed scallywag. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey panel, can I just say something real quick? I've been on the line for a little bit. I've been listening. I don't believe he is truly healed, because if you are healed, no matter what, you're never going to allow somebody to demean you as a person. And so I feel like a lot of times, like, he is holding on to this ego, to saying, I can take whatever, I can deal with whatever, because it ain't gonna hurt me. But you are literally hurting yourself by choosing to sit in your ego and let somebody call you a boy, all because you want to prove a point. That is no point to prove. Women do not want to be called female at all. It's not well, I think I might, let me think about it. It's the equivalent of saying, like everybody's been saying, if a white man called you boy or a monkey, you would go off the hinge. So why is it so hard for you to consider that when women say they don't want to call you, it's the same thing? What is it about you that says you?
The thing is, I've been on many dates. I've had many altercations with women.
Altercations?
I've been listen. So like I said, I've had many interactions with women. I've dated many women. I've always referred to them as either woman or female. And I haven't got backlash for either. Until now. So,
can you see if you can reach through to these guys?
Please.
Wait, no. I'm not talking about that no more. I'm saying is, can you at least, okay, keep calling, women females, but can you, on a elementary level, understand when you're talking about one woman, one quote unquote female is referred to as a woman. When you're talking about multiple quote unquote females, it's women. This is whooping y'all's tail. Yes, Singular and plural forms has been wearing y'all.
Women and women.
Yes.
That shit be tripping.
Have you ever noticed it's the men that do seem to have, like, they have issues with women? They never can say the correct term, the correct terminology.
There's a connection there. Hold on, wait. Let me read these. I gotta read these. I gotta read this. Poll. Poll said, does Track Star care about the autonomy of women? 100% said no. Of course not. Kimberly said, men get up here and consistently argue to be the worst type of people just so they aren't seen as wrong. Arguing to remain ignorant is wild. The male ego is fragile. That's facts. Track Star, I don't want to learn, but want to be heard. That's who said that. Not for everyone said that. That was a good one. Knox V said, I don't know the history of most slurs, but I don't use them because I know it's offensive to that group. That's factual. I just try to tell the history, the etymology for my boy Bretta, the etymology of the word. Oh my fucking God, 10 on Track Star. Damn, y'all only got 11 on that boy head. That's wicked work. Vonnie said, can we start referring to them as predators? Yes, sadly. I want to say no, but I can't shut that one down. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him think. Track Star, please get him off. That sounds like 21 on his head. Damn. Okay. Yeah, man, it's wicked work out in these streets, baby.
Track Star, I don't know if I mentioned if you had kids or not, but in the event that you don't and you end up having a daughter, how you are speaking to us directly, you have no idea how much that is going to impact your daughter in a way that will set her up for trauma on trauma on trauma, because you refuse to listen to women who are telling you exactly what you need to know from a woman's perspective.
No, I'm just not listening to this group.
Got you. You ain't got to worry about it. Hold on. You ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about it, Track Star. Sarah came over the top. Y'all never seen Over the Top? with Sylvester Stallone. That's one of the greatest movies ever made. It's a guys movie for my guys. It was a movie about arm wrestling. Niggas with some arm wrestlers, but she came over the top.
At some point,
can I talk about the question?
Please.
That you proposed up top?
Yes, please.
You said a woman's purpose is to be all about the labor.
No, that's not what it says. Hold on, can you read it? I'll read it. Hold on, Rozzy, I'll read it to you because that's not what it says. It says, if a woman's purpose is to do all the labor that men don't want to do, then what is men's purpose?
Shit. For what I know is, providing for the home, protecting the woman physically, emotionally.
Boo. Tomato.
Would you disagree?
100% disagree.
Absolutely.
Okay, so where's the man's purpose then? What do you think is the man's purpose?
Child, at this point,
I'm asking you a question.
Who you? I'm gonna let everybody answer this question. I think this is a great. I think this is.
why are you so emotional right now?
Hold on, Rozzy.
Because it's the laughing and that's I'm not here to.
No, I wasn't laughing at you.
Rosie, we're so strict around here. We gotta have fun a little bit.
Damn, loosen up, brother. I got on colorful underwear right now. Like, damn, we having. It's Friday, my nigga.
Okay, so listen. When it comes to issues like these, I'm extremely serious.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
You gotta relax.
I'm with you. Nah, man.
So you
Don't
have to
talk.
get used to it.
We not tone police and Rozzy. He's serious in this thing. I respect it. I like it. Aaron said, she sent me 10. She said, a man sent me this for feet pics I never sent. Somebody sent her 10 for feet pics. Aaron, do better. Not 10. Feet pics supposed to go for none less than 150. Okay? Shit. Go ahead. Therese, can you answer that question? What do you think a man's purpose is, or men's purpose is as a group?
I think their purpose is the same as women's purpose. You're supposed to grow up, decide what kind of life you want to live, contribute positively to the world. If you have children, you're supposed to raise them to be well-adjusted human beings that don't cause harm. Just be a 100% whole human person. Like, how is it different? Those are all that labor is supposed to be shared. It's not on any one person. Women provide and women protect as well. In fact, we do it most of the time, honestly.
Yeah, they do it better because they do it more consistently.
The roles are different. I don't believe in gender roles. They're
You
not
don't believe
different.
in gender roles?
No, sir, I do not.
I see my 6'5", 280-pound grandma manhandle my auntie's baby daddy. From
God
that
damn.
point on, I knew that women can protect themselves from men just as much as men protecting women.
Did he just say he's never heard a woman say that? Is that what you said?
Hold on. I never heard a woman say there is no gender. Well, I heard it before, but typically I don't hear women say there is no gender rules.
I didn't say there is. I said I don't believe in them. I know many people do.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. You can go next.
Let me correct myself. I've really never heard a woman, for the most part, say I don't believe in gender roles.
You need to get out more.
Can we take turns saying that we don't believe in gender roles? Can we take turns saying that we don't believe in gender roles? Because I don't believe in gender roles. We don't believe in gender roles.
But I do want to answer the question that Rozzy posed.
Go ahead.
When he said, "What is a men's purpose?"
Mm-hmm.
I think that men's purpose, like in reality, we can talk about.
I'm talking about in reality, yeah, not ideally. Mm-mm.
In reality, I think men's purpose is to continue to uphold the status quo, to continue to uphold the patriarchy, to continue to uphold YT supremacy, to continue to uphold capitalism, and make sure everything runs the way it's supposed to run, make sure the system stays exactly the way it's supposed to stay. And I think their purpose is to enact whatever method of control, manipulation, force, abuse, whatever it is that they have to do to make sure that stays in place.
Trees Top says, man, this is where I disagree, guys. Most people believe in gender roles. It doesn't make it real. Most people believe in race, but race isn't a real thing. It doesn't matter what we believe in. It's not a real. Gender roles are stupid, and they were created to subjugate women. Go ahead, Vivid. What do you think is the role of men?
Can I ask you a question? Where did you get that from? It was used to subjugate women, the gender roles. Where did you get that at?
If you study the history of gender, like gender in and of itself as a construct was made to divide us, right? And then what they subsequently did with the division is they created a hierarchy where women were on the bottom and men were on the top, and they had to define certain roles for everybody. That way, you know, women will stay on the bottom and men will stay on the top. Same thing they did with race, right? They just made up race out of thin air. They needed a reason to justify the exploitation of black people, so they created race, right? And then they said, well, this group of people, they're darker than us, so they're of this race and they aren't human beings, so it's okay to dehumanize them. It's okay to enslave them and exploit them for all of their labor. Men, a long time before that happened, before chattel slavery happened, men were already doing that with women. We already were exploiting women's labor a long time ago, a millennia. Like, it was a fucking forever, right? We were already exploiting women's labor. So yeah, that's why we did it. Do you follow that concept? Do you understand what I'm saying when I say that?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
I remember somebody made a comment. It's so sad how uneducated these men are. Hey man, I don't know.
Hey Rozzy, hold on. I gotta stop you right there, brother. We not reading comments, bro. I read comments.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
It's us up here. Go ahead, Vivid. You can answer the question. What is the role of men? What do you think it is?
To be honest, I do believe it was anti-black for you to make me go after Shan and Therese. No, because
Shan light skin. I know.
No, they answered it succinctly enough. I wouldn't have it. I only got sass to add to that because honestly, they explained it way better than I could ever explain it. So I pass.
There you go. That's fine. You can pass.
On the grounds of not further incriminating myself.
I like that. Based on attraction, she gonna pass it to BPG. Go ahead, BPG.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. So I'm answering what's men's purpose.
Yeah. What is men's purpose?
If they can't define it for themselves, they don't have one. Men's purpose, much like masculinity, will always be based on, you know, the ideas that they have for themselves. Like I can't give you your purpose. I wish I could give quite a few of these dudes that come up here and waste our time. I wish I could give them purpose, but they, you know, for a lot of them, they won't have any outside of trying to figure out how to, you know, assimilate to these hegemonic ideas of masculinity. So purpose is, you know, it's a people-driven thing. It's something that's personal. It's something that, you know, you can find your purpose in kids. I don't think that's a good idea. You can find your purpose in your job. I also don't think that that's a good idea. I think that purpose is one of those subjective things that, you know, if you're a spiritual person, it's going to be rooted in that. If you're not, it's going to be rooted in your principles and values. And I think for a lot of dudes, they always going to reject that because that takes self-reflection. That takes being able to look introspectively, to look at yourself as a man and define what that is. And because their peers probably won't accept whatever level of manhood they have figured out how to design for themselves, they will just continue to assimilate to what other men's images in their heads are of what manhood is.
Bet. I'm gonna read the super chat and then we're gonna go to E-Chronicles. Not for everyone said male's purpose. She called us males. So funny. Male's purpose.
That ain't funny. That ain't funny.
I always chuckle. I like it when they give it back to us. It's hilarious to me. You don't like it when she throw it back? Never mind. That's too much for y'all.
Listen, man, they can say it all they want. I don't get offended. I'm just saying if they're gonna talk about how they don't like being called females, I'm calling us males then, man.
I feel you. Miss Not For Everyone said male's purpose is to be the face of leadership while women do the real work and don't get credit. Shalise Johnson said reading the comments, sir, pay attention. They put 5 on your head for reading the comments. They said, don't read the comments. The comments is treacherous anyway. You don't want to be down there. Stay up here with us. Go ahead, E-Chronicles. What do you think males, what do you think men's purpose is?
No, I mean, BPG, I just came from your live too, not too long ago, earlier today. So it was nice to see you in here. But she pretty much said it perfectly. It is an individual thing. It has no gender. It has no sex tied to it. It is something that you strive for yourself. And I think one of the saddest things that patriarchy has done is rob men of themselves. Just listening to you hear us laugh and be funny, you're so emotional.
I'm not emotional, Jay. I'm not mad or nothing.
He just from New York. No, he just from New York, he said. That's
No, I ain't from New York.
where you from, man?
I'm from Wilmington, Delaware.
Delaware. Oh, you from Joe Biden state. That's what's up.
I see it all the time. Like, I see it all the time. Like, and I wish, you know, men would try to be more individualistic than try to tie themselves to the idea of patriarchy, thinking that they're going to have the life that was pre-designed for them to feel like it's going to make them happy, when in reality, it is your community that makes you happy. It is the way people speak of you and how you interact with people, how people leave, you know, when someone interacts with you and they go on about their day and they think, man, that was a good dude. That was a, you know, there was a substance about your humanity. And men just don't seem to have a lot of humanity when it comes to other people outside of men. I mean, it's in everything. It's how you talk to people. It's how you make space for other people. That's why men are being labeled as predators. So it's like, if you have an issue with all of these things, then be something outside of what you typically see. And I think a lot of men feel more comfortable being with other men than other people. And I hope that makes sense. I hope I didn't go all over the place, but
no, that makes sense to me.
I have a question for Rising, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Why do you guys always only relegate yourselves to grunts?
Say it again.
Why do you guys always relegate yourselves to just being a grunt? All you want to do is work and die. And why am I in an environment that you need to protect me all the time? Why do y'all not allow yourselves to be more than 1-2 dimensional?
It's conditioning. It's the way we've been. It's the way I've been conditioned all my life, man.
But are you not a grown up now? Can you not make your own decisions?
Hold on, man. Hold on. Listen, yes, I am a grown up, and I do know. I'm a very deep thinker, man. So I've been thinking about about gender roles and all that, and what we need to do as men and women. So I've gave it a thought. Trust me. You hear me?
Yeah.
Word salad.
Well, if you've given thoughts to gender roles, why does it surprise you that so many people up here don't believe in them and have said they're harmful?
Because I'm not. Because usually I don't. It's just when I heard this brother say I don't believe in gender roles. That's new for me. I never.
You misheard. I don't believe in gender as a concept.
You don't believe in gender. You don't believe in gender?
Yeah, I don't believe gender. I think it's not that I think. I know it's made up, like race. I know it's
made up.
It's just made up. It's not a real thing.
I need to research that one right there.
Okay. When you say gender roles, what gender roles are a set of behaviors and attitudes that the world feels are right or appropriate for a man or woman based solely on their sex and whatever the cultural norms for that society are. They're made up. By definition, these concepts are made up. They're not natural.
Yeah, you think women? What do you think women?
I'm trying to figure out why is these women so disrespectful in the comments, man.
Why are you reading the comments?
Don't let the comments distract you.
We are. Do you not understand how disrespectful that is? If you hold on, Rozzy. We're having a conversation. We're all putting all of our effort and energy. We talking to you and us, and we all having this conversation. And you're not listening. You're reading the comments.
No, I'm listening.
You can't listen and read comments at the same time. I know that's damn near impossible. Yeah, so just respect the platform. That's all I'm saying. Pay attention to us. Yeah, you can respond to the comments in the comment section. You can go down there and respond to them. I just want to know what. So, based on what I'm saying is that what do you think a gender role is? First and foremost, what do you think it is?
A gender role, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not a gender role. I'm sorry. Gender. What do you think gender is?
You male, female. That's the gender.
No, that's not a gender. That's a sex.
That's sex.
Oh, that's sex.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man and woman, right? Man and woman.
Men and women.
I
That's.
I never heard before that there is no gender.
I know, but wait, Rozzy, we're gonna work through this. So, what makes a man a man?
His anatomy. His sex.
No. That's what makes him a male.
Okay.
That's what makes him a male. What makes a man a man?
An adult man, somebody who's an adult male.
Okay, and what age do you reach? And what age do you reach adulthood?
Okay, I'll say 20.
Okay, 20. Okay, but legally it's
Then he's a man.
Yeah, but legally it's 18. So right off the bat, it's an arbitrary number, right? It's just a made up number that makes you a man, right? Why is it not 19? Why is it not 20? Why is it not 30? Why is it not 40? So right there off the bat, we already know it's made up. It don't mean nothing. You just said, and you're right. The literal definition is just a man is an adult male, right? That's all it is. It's an adult male. But when you ask what is an adult, it literally changes from society to society, from person to person, from region to region, from year to year. This year it's 18. For the last 400 years, or for the last 100 years, it's been 18. 100 years before that, when people were unaliving at 30 and 35, you think they was waiting until 18 to say you were an adult? Boy, we were considered men at 10. In some cultures right now, you're still considered a man at 10 years old. So it's arbitrary. It's just made up. It's not a real thing.
Okay.
That's why. So if gender isn't a real thing, then gender roles aren't a real thing, right?
Okay.
No, I'm asking you. Do you follow that, or do you disagree with that? Or do you agree with that?
I don't. If gender is not a real thing, then gender role is not real. I know we learn something new every day, huh?
Jazzy B said, for him not knowing anger isn't the only emotion.
Yeah, I'm not angry though, so cut that out.
But you are reacting kind of angrily. Shalice said, for literally just said pay attention. So she put 5 more on you, man.
You're very abrasive when people are trying to, teach you or, hip you to some things. You're very argumentative.
Nigga, I ain't angry.
Exactly. With,
I'm not arguing.
Even people trying, you're very spicy. You ask a question, you get the answer. It might not be what you want, and then you rage.
Vivid, I'm actually going to extend him a little bit of grace here. I'm in a good mood. I just think that you're struggling because you're hearing things that you say you've never heard before.
Yes,
you're being exposed to concepts that are shocking to you because apparently no one in your social group, your community, your family has ever stated these things.
Exactly.
Accurate? Okay. So just take a breath.
Yeah.
And take it
I actually respect that.
Just let it stew. Let it stew for a bit.
Yep. You got to sit with some shit sometimes, baby. You know what I'm saying? We all got to do it. Sometimes some shit catch you off guard, it sting, and then you be like, damn, I never thought about it like that. So yeah, don't worry about it. You good. D Nice, OKC was good with it. Oh, I'm sorry. BBG went. I'm sorry. Go ahead. D Nice, OKC was good with it.
Yeah, I'm just tuning in. I did hear the last guest, and it still amazes me that in 2024 we're here with a lot of grown people that don't know how to regulate their emotions. Sometimes people are in denial about how they really feel, and so I hope that the brother below can understand that nobody's really trying to attack you. We're all having a conversation to get to a better understanding. You know what I mean? It's really sometimes people are like, oh, why take this serious or whatever, but we're on a platform where people can hear you, and we can understand how you feel, even though you may reject what you're actually feeling. Mm-hmm. So I just want to say, no, I'm not here to judge you. Okay. I'm not here to attack you, but everybody here can kind of hear hear how your tone is. So if you're not angry, then maybe that's something you might want to work on, because what it sounds like is that you are angry and you are reacting like that when you hear things that you are unfamiliar with, perhaps. So I just want to wanted to point that out. But it's good that you came up on a platform to even try to have this type of conversation, because some people, they're not even bold enough to do that. So congratulations for that.
Yep. I'm here to attack, and I'm here to attack and judge, though. I ain't gonna even hold you. I don't know about other people.
I can only speak for myself.
Yeah,
right? I'm not speaking for everybody.
that's cool. That's fair. I just wanted to be clear, so it ain't no. I don't want to. You know what I mean?
I assume at some point I'll get to where shenanigans is, and I'll just be like, but like it's early, and I'm trying to show some grace if I can.
Yeah, I like that, Therese. You said what you said to him actually put things in perspective for me, and I was like, all right, so now I could understand where the brother coming from more, and I'll calm down.
It's more shock. It's shock.
It is shock.
Feeling, I think.
I can see that. I can see that happening. Hey, man. That cognitive dissonance, man, when that shit get challenged, the brain don't like it. The brain, who said that? It was Liz. Liz said that when their worldview gets challenged, the brain reacts similarly to them, the threat of being unalived.
Mm-hmm.
It has a similar reaction to somebody pulling a pew out on you or something like that.
You feel attacked.
You feel like, I'm dying.
I actually don't feel attacked, actually.
Well, no. It's okay. I got you.
It's subconscious. Is what you're saying. It's a chemical reaction in your brain.
I'm trying to get an understanding. That's it, man.
Okay, and that's respectable and fair.
What it is, man.
Yep, that's respectable and fair. Y'all are insane. Said
understanding of what y'all talking about.
Y'all are.
Understand?
I hear you. Y'all are insane.
So I don't like when people say, "Well, you mad?" or any of that. I'm not mad.
Does it make you mad when people say you're mad? Does it make you mad when people say you're mad?
No, it's annoying. It's just annoying.
Mm-hmm. You're all insane. Said emotional damage. Melinda B. Power said, "Stop yelling and change your smoke detector battery." Is your smoke detector out?
What the hell is she talking about?
I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't hear a smoke detector.
I think the thing is, I've been listening for a while, and like I like Grace. I like, you know what I mean. I like Teresa's approach. But like, forget all that. This man been acting like Black Rob the whole time, and acting like that's on us. You know what I mean?
BPG, I went nuclear yesterday. This might not last long. I'm just saying. This is not my usual level of patience.
I think you're doing good. I really do. I think you do. You do.
What do you mean by that?
You've been talking like you about to take this money. Make this look like
what are you talking?
Like, whoa.
And it's like very basic concepts. Like, gender roles is not something to be this like angered about especially when you're trying to unpack something. Like it's a very base level ideation like that we're talking about. It says it in the name. It's
but I'm not
gender
angry. What do you mean,
roles.
Black Rob?
It's like exactly what it is. A gender
Black
role.
Rob. What do you mean?
The rapper Black Rob.
Well, I understand, but why you sound like Black Rob?
Because Black Rob is aggressive.
You sound old enough to know who Black Rob is.
No, I understand. Why did you say that to me, though? I know who Black Rob is, but why did you say that about me, though?
I'm saying that to you because that's how you talk.
Is Black Rob aggressive, BPG?
You about to go meet somebody on the street corner, and you about to
then that's why.
Like that's why I'm talking.
Black Rob, rest in peace. He was hella aggressive.
Okay, then that's why.
Very aggressive. Black Rob was. For those of you guys who don't know who Black Rob is, Black Rob is like 5'3". You said what?
I know who Black Rob is, man.
No, not you. I said for those of you, not for you. I know you know.
Yeah. That's why I said that. But I'm not literally sound like Black Rob. I don't know if you need to duck or start around them shaking. Like I don't know what the options are.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta calm down a little bit.
I'm sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
My bad.
Hang on.
I'm talking regularly. I'm very calm. I'm talking regularly though.
I feel you.
I'm calm, yo.
Rozzy, okay. I believe, and I think probably some of us here believe that you are not consciously angry. But the way in which you are reacting to things, a reasonable person, a reasonably prudent person would assume that what you're feeling is anger. But when back to Public's point about what happens in your brain when your cognitive dissonance is challenged, you could have an angry reaction and not be consciously aware that anger is what you're feeling.
I'm consciously aware
because you could express it in different ways. Sometimes anger doesn't always manifest the same way. Sometimes sadness doesn't always manifest in a typical way. So just take a breath.
I'm telling you, I'm not angry.
I got you.
Sir,
Okay.
Sir, I just agreed with you. If you listen carefully, I just agreed with you.
Okay.
I just want to say something real quick. What'd you say, Sham?
I can't wait for Therese to read mine.
Depends on how long I'm here. It will be like I try to start out good, but it doesn't end up.
Let me read.
Yeah, the great philosopher Lil Wayne once said, and I'll never forget it.
Wheezy.
I'ma spare everything but these niggas.
Literally less than 24 hours ago, I paid someone $250 to kick someone off their live. So like it could go
either way
very soon. So yeah, yeah.
Man, what live was that? I need to get on that.
It was Kate's live about atheism and religion and stuff. And this guy was so annoying, and people had been put a price on his head, kicking him off, and he'd been paying to get back up. Paying to get back up. So finally, I'm just like, here's $250. Please get rid of this man.
Elevated,
please,
escalated. Let me read Jazzy B. Jazzy B said, Rozzy, you are very emotional. Calm that amygdala. Hold on, man. You ain't got to react to it. If it don't apply, let it fly. Miss Chrissy Baby said he yell and get aggressive in the hopes to be coddled. F all that. That's why he's like this. They saying you get aggressive so you can get warm hugs and shit from people.
Okay, whatever.
I can't. It's gonna fuck up the YouTubes. I can't play Black Rob, y'all. Damn. Okay. Go ahead. Shani.
Yeah, I wanted to point out we don't really, basically what BPG said, like we don't really have a purpose. I think my main issue is like men trying to define a woman's purpose for herself. They barely know what manhood is to them. Like you abide by manhood based on like what patriarchy tells you to abide by, but you have y'all be having a lot of audacity to try to tell women how they should operate when that's not your job to do that. Just like it's not my job to tell you how to be a man, because like BPG said, that's individual preferences. Like I feel like the whole point of this conversation is, hey, maybe we need to divest away from like patriarchal roles, gender roles, like traditional roles. Like we need to divest from all of it, because what is it doing for us at the end of the day? And then a lot of y'all have this cognitive dissonance where it's like you trying to live up to these roles and expectations, and then you're upset about it at the same time. So I think the better option is to just divest away from all of it and just figure out just who you are as a person, whatever you feel like that's for you. But I just think it's kind of like irritating to where like men in particular like to call women masculine. And when we think about what y'all consider masculine traits, is basically being a self-sufficient adult, which is, I believe, is like the bare minimum that is required out of everybody in society. I never knew like being a self-sufficient adult was just based on, it was just like solely like that's what men do. Like
it's also
men do, and just like women are just like.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, Shani. Go ahead.
What do you say, Pablo?
No, I was just saying being assertive. Like that's what they, right? Like anytime a woman is assertive, they'll be like, you being masculine. It's like, why? Because I'm standing up for myself. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, and even just like you living alone and just like being like an independent person, they equate that to masculinity. But it's like I said before, like the logic don't be adding up, because a lot of y'all be living off of women. So does that mean like you're in your femininity? Like what does that even mean?
There's a lot of soft boys out here, soft men and they soft man errors. Jimmy Frazier sent $2. He said $2 on a $2 304 Santana ass. They have an award Santana Day on your neck, man. JP said we got rid of BOA and now we got BO gender roles. Based on gender roles. Jesus Christ.
I was just gonna say real quick, the reality is when y'all say that women are masculine, let's be honest, that's the only thing y'all respect. You don't respect shit but masculinity. So yeah, you calling me masculine isn't the insult that you think it is, because y'all don't respect nothing feminine. You don't respect femininity. You don't get no respect from y'all with that. So yeah, if you want to get any respect at all from men, it's gonna take a little quote unquote masculinity, because that's the only thing y'all actually value and respect.
I also just want to point out that you being real masculine because you up in here smacking. That's something men do. Not demure.
You know who I was when you met me.
Not demure. That's not.
What's your name, y'all?
Who?
So lady that was just talking.
Shenanigans.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. What up, Santana?
Well, first of all, they said they got 2 on my head.
They put 2 on your head. They called you a $2 hoe, man. I was like, damn, what my brother do?
That's what's up, no doubt. Hey, so listen, I was in and out because I had a meeting, and I'm just trying to figure out. I come back like Trackstar was talking crazy before I left. I come back and we got Angry Man from Martin down there going off. Like, what's happening?
But hey, hold on. I'm gonna say something about Rozzy. Rozzy even got. Nigga, just stop calling women females. Like he clocked it a long time ago.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
He was like, bro, come on, man.
So we can move on.
Yeah, he was like, so we can move on, nigga.
Hey, but no, look, one thing I just came up real quick because again, I'm in and out of meetings. I just wanted to say I tried to drop that 29. I don't know if you saw it. I tried to drop the 29 on Trackstar head, but somebody already took them out.
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say is hold that 29 for prototype. Just keep it in the back pocket.
I got you locked and loaded in the future.
Yeah. No, but I appreciate you, ladies. I appreciate y'all. Also, it's not hard. Women. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Female can relate to any type of animal.
Mm-hmm.
Women are specifically. It's a difference. It's super simple, not hard.
You don't call whales women. You don't call female whales women. You know, like women whales.
It's super simple. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Keep it going. I'm gonna drop down.
All right, broski. Yeah, that shit not that difficult. What up, Rozzy? What you want to say, man?
I ain't gonna say nothing, man. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Why you ask my name like that though?
Huh?
Why you ask for my name like that? You was like, who was that just speaking? What was her name? What was that about?
I just wanted to know your name. What's your name again?
Nigga.
I'm asking you, what is your name again?
That's Shenanigans who was just speaking.
Shenanigans.
You can see on the screen, her name is displayed right there.
I can't see the
She's
whole name. No, I can't see the whole name. Hold on, I can't see the
You can't see the whole name? I can see it.
Oh, yeah, I can't see the whole name.
You don't know my name. Round it. And I swear, baby. And it feels like ooh.
Okay.
Hey.
You know, did the super chat you read a while ago where someone made a joke about the amygdala?
Uh-huh.
That's the part of the brain that's responsible for fight or flight. Mm-hmm. It's an unconscious reaction. So the things you were saying before, that's the part of the brain that's responsible for all that. It's unconscious. You can't always control that reaction. You can control what you do based on the feeling, but the feeling itself, you can't control that. Mm-hmm. It's commonly referred to as the lizard brain. Like the lizard ancient, brain. Early man, like basic function, fight, flight, sad, happy, all the basic stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sound about right to me. So, AB said, for Shan, got him in a chokehold, ain't it? Shan got him in a chokehold, ain't it? That's what Allie said. You all right, Rosie?
I'm listening, bro.
Oh, no, that breath was wild. I was like...
I'm sorry, my bad. Let me put myself on you.
Yeah, my fault. You was... You just like your mama just whooped you or something like that. You know when you get oh man, after you got whooped, you be It's okay. Hold on. Let me switch my little thingy thing back to the thingamajigger. There we go. All right. I hope y'all can see. I hope we can see everything up here. But anyways,
we still ain't got to that topic for real.
We did though. We touched on it.
Sure we have. Not how as long as I've been on here, maybe, but maybe someone answered it. One person I think answered it.
Hey, Joya said he can't pronounce it, so he asked.
The men weren't going to answer the question.
Yeah, he couldn't see the whole prompt, I think.
Can y'all see it now?
Yes, it's easier to see now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we did talk about it. You're right.
I was gonna say we did.
Mm-hmm. I answered it.
Yeah. I know you just spat on your phone. All that food in your mouth. Here, huh? Wipe that shit off.
First of all, you don't laugh.
Right now.
The fact that you, of all people, try to hold me accountable for eating what? You got some.
Here, damn, huh? Here.
You got some nerve.
With your permission and whoever your mom's permission are, can I attempt to walk Rozzy through some stuff?
Yeah, hold on. Let me read this cash app.
Read your chats first.
Yes, Jimmy Frazier said for checking ops of the check off the checklist number, Shan. I don't get it. $2 will be available. What did that mean, Jimmy? What are we talking about here? All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Therese.
Okay. Earlier, and just like stay muted until I'm finished, and just listen very carefully.
Wait. Hold on, I got two. I'm sorry, I missed these two. I don't want to forget. If Rozzy is from Wilmington, Delaware, he is not unique. Many under 30 has his same disposition. He is at least open to learning. So kudos. That's what's up, man. See, they giving you props, Rozzy. Miss Chrissy Baby said he yell and get aggressive in the hopes. Oh, we already doing that one. And Tawana said their role is to be a decent human being. Same with women. Find your purpose. Help this earth grow into harmony so that we will ascend off of this earth. Make yourself and the earth a better place. That's what so let me make sure that I'll clarify this. I want to let everybody know I am not talking what do we think our purposes should be, right? Because that's different. That's a different conversation. We think our purpose should be X, Y, and Z. That's fine. I'm saying the way that it actually plays out in society, like what does that look like, right? What do most men do? What do most women do? What are our main purposes? That's what I'm asking, right? Go ahead, Therese.
So you're shocked at the fact that no one's ever challenged gender roles that you know, and why they're harmful. Let's just pick two key markers of male gender roles, or let's shorten it to say masculinity, right? Concepts of masculinity. Let's say dominance and providing, let's say. So if you meet someone of the opposite sex, or the opposite gender, you meet a woman who doesn't allow you to dominate her, who goes toe to toe with you, not necessarily in an aggressive way, but just doesn't allow you to dominate her, or makes more money than you, that's going to threaten your entire sense of your masculinity. Just generally, not you, but you, the collective, you, the typical average man. So it's harmful because the way that men react oftentimes when those pillars of masculinity are threatened, like you so many of you let like the fact that a woman makes slightly more money than you, that she won't submit, that she won't, like whatever the thing is on these traditional gender roles. And then that usually causes a reaction. Honestly, sometimes the reaction's violent. Most of the time it's just annoying. And that is where a lot of this dating discourse, where we start butting heads. Because if you adhere to traditional gender roles, And then if you live in a world where X% of households have a female breadwinner and X% of women like do not do the submissive thing, then what does it mean to be a man? That's why we have to expand our idea of what it means to be a man. That's why it's important, and that's how the gender roles are damaging people, particularly men. They don't just damage us, they damage you too. Does that make sense, Rozzy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all I wanted to say, y'all.
To like pick up on what I had said earlier, and pick up on what Tharisha said. I do agree with expanding on what it means to be a man, and that goes with what I said before about figuring out what that is outside of like patriarchy and what patriarchy expects of you. As Public had brought up like last week, like these like systems of oppression, they're like shaky anyway. So it's like, why are we like adhering to them in the first place? They don't make logical sense. Like the logic that people use to uphold these systems like don't make sense. So why not just get rid of them? Why not just like not abide by them completely? But I feel like men would be much more content and happier with themselves if they did like take the time to like define what manhood is for them outside of like patriarchy. And that also includes like defining what manhood means to you that's not revolved around trying to pursue women and trying to have access to women as well. Like y'all need to figure out what your motivation is in life to like be the type of person you want to be, and it's not tied to like, oh, I'm only doing this so I can get a woman. That's weird. Just like I find it weird when women put on a mask in front and do things to get a man. That's manipulative by nature, and that shit always comes back and bites y'all in the ass when you're done like pretending to be something you're not to obtain a woman or a man. Mm-hmm. That's all. I mean, I feel like you'll be a much happier person. I feel like overall, like I'm content with myself because like I define like womanhood for myself, and it's outside of like trying to uphold like patriarchy. Like I don't believe in gender roles. I don't believe in people assigning a purpose to me. I just think that's just from me being very like stubborn to begin with. I don't like people trying to tell me who I am or have people have expectations of me, especially expectations that they themselves are not living up to. So I notice like I rebuke all of it to begin with, because I don't like people trying to like tell me about myself, especially when you're not even comfortable with who you are as a person, especially when you're like adhering to the status quo. Like you can't tell me shit. Like I'm not listening to you at all because you're abiding by a system that's like kicking your ass like day in and day out. But you want to try to tell other people who's doing the work to like figure out their identity outside of it. You're trying to tell them that they're doing something wrong. Like that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. Burb, what's good with it, Burb? Oh, she might not be at her phone. I was gonna let her go because she hasn't gone yet. If she comes, oh, there you go. You muted though. Hold on, let me send you an invite for her to unmute. There you go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was even trying to put on a masculine beard, but I can't put on my masculine beard and turn into Tyrone. Periodically, I like to turn into Tyrone and like to talk about my purpose as a man.
Yeah.
And then try to make my voice really deep.
Mm-hmm.
And because I am literally about to eat a sandwich made by a woman. A woman typically makes the sandwiches because I then go and work on the oil rig after working on the roof. And so that is basically, yeah, I do them both, oil rigs and roofs. So that is basically my masculine purpose. And then I make sure that there are no dogs around or no burglars. And I have been able to protect my whole family from burglars and dogs. Yes, I do the roofs. All of the oil rigs in Las Vegas, I handle. So there's that. Okay, so I am being silly, obviously, but I do this segment on my page where I talk about nightmare dating profiles. And if you read these profiles, these dating profiles for men, and they're I'm sorry, if you read these dating profiles for men and they're about me, they can like most of the time, these nightmare dating profiles, they can't even talk about what they want. They can't talk about who they are. They just launch into all of the things that they dislike about women. And it's because I think that a lot of men are having a hard time today because they can't define their own purpose or themselves without talking about women. Mm-hmm. Women, we have a vast array of what we can do because we have been pushing back against the patriarchy for so long that we can define ourselves, and we don't necessarily need to use the comparison of everything of like not being a man to define ourselves as a woman. But everything about being a man is about not being soft. All of these derogatory terms for a man, stop acting like a P. You are a man loving man, and I'm just not using the words. I know, talking about, he just being a B word. All of these words are feminized insults, and that's one of the reasons why I do not like it when women feminize these words as insults to men. That's the reason why we use emotional, mantrums, hysterical. We're going to use the insults for men that use masculine terms versus the feminized terms, because they typically can't stand anything being soft or anything, and they don't have the range. Men are not allowed to have a range. They get boxed in. And at some particular point in time, it's probably not going to be anytime soon, but men need to figure out how to define themselves without these rigid boxes. Because, if y'all just come over to my page and look at some of these nightmare dating profiles, none of these people talk about themselves. Like, what is good about yourself outside of getting some peaches, going to the gym, and raging on social media about women being masculine.
I can see that. That's, whenever you ask men to tell you what they like about women, they struggle. But if you ask a man what don't they want in a woman, they'll have a laundry list of shit. Like, they can never tell you what they like. Men never know what they actually like about women.
Something right quick.
Go ahead, Rozzy.
Yeah, what about men? Can you tell me some things that y'all love about men?
Y'all?
No, I won't. Go ask your mama.
No, I ain't. I didn't. I'm just. Why would you say it like that?
I'm sorry. I apologize. That was kind of sassy and feisty on my behalf.
Just asking the question.
That was. But at this particular juncture in time, I want men to work on themselves versus worrying about the validation of us women. So what do you like about men? What do you see? What do you like about yourself?
Yeah, that's a good question. What do you like about men?
The only reason why I asked that question is because homeboy said, if you ask these women, what do you like? If you ask these men, what do you like about women? They barely have an answer, right? Did you say that? Right, but if you ask, what you say after that?
If you ask them, what do they? I asked, and I said, yeah, you're right so far. And I said, if you ask the same men, what don't they like about women? They would have a laundry list of stuff.
Right, and that's why I asked. Okay, and you're right on that, right? And that's why I'm asking the women on the panel, what do you love about men? Do you love men?
What if they don't, though?
I'm just asking.
No. I'm saying, but what if they don't? What would that?
Well, if they don't, they don't. That's what I'm asking. Do you?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, Therese.
Everyone seems a little reluctant.
Somebody got a lot of background noise. It's like a TV or something.
Okay. What do I like / love about men?
Everybody mute up real quick while she's talking, because I can barely hear. It's a lot of background noise.
First thing initially that came to mind is some of them I like the way they spell. But I'm assuming you mean something more substantive, so I'm gonna go on to that. I have seen, what I love about men is that I have seen what can happen when they let go of all this stuff, because I've seen men do it. And when you see a man do that, deconstruct patriarchy, deconstruct misogyny, all these things, if all of you, or even a majority of you, could combine that deconstruction with the physical strength, all the other things that you really, really like and admire about manhood, that would just be miraculous. And maybe that's just a pipe dream of mine, but what I love about men is that the possibilities for them are endless. And a lot of them smell good. Sorry, I had to put that in. My guy smells amazing. Just, that's just putting that out there. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I don't, when we get in these situations where men pull this F shit, it's like, I think I have a right to be angry and I have a right to hate them. I think woman who hates men, totally justified, right? But I can't help but feeling pity for them, because I know what they're really capable of, because I've seen it. And the fact that so many of them are resistant to growth just makes me sad and makes me feel bad for them.
Can I ask a counter question to Rozzy?
Mm-hmm.
What do you love about white people?
I don't love white folk, but I can tell you what I love about.
Then there you motherfucking go.
Yo, what is so funny, man? I'm coming here serious and y'all laughing.
I mean, it's still a joke.
I'm a goofy ass person. Relax.
I am too, but at this moment in time, I'm extremely serious.
Oh, then you're not a goofy person.
No. I'm a.
There's no moment you can't get a little chuckle off.
Hold on.
We laughing, fam.
Damn, y'all strict up in here.
Hey, hold on.
Because isn't this a serious conversation?
I mean, it ain't that serious though. It is serious though.
Listen, man. A lot of these dudes, they be playing around bullshit. I'm not gonna come playing around and bullshit.
I don't want to get too far from the point.
All right, angry black man. Don't be an angry. Don't.
Why didn't you ask me why do I love white folk?
Because there was a point to that. When I asked you why do you love white people, you immediately said I don't love white people. Why not?
Black people. I love black people.
Okay. Why don't you love white people too?
Because I just don't.
No, there's a reason. Come on. There's a reason why.
Oh, okay.
Let's dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
Should I love white folk?
Exactly. And why? Exactly. So it makes sense because you
close.
Yeah.
Getting warmer.
Oh God.
Why not? Why do you think you should?
Can I say this? I can tell you what I love. Can I just say what I love about women?
No,
because that's not what I'm talking
it's irrelevant.
about. I said, why don't you love white people?
Okay, so a big reason why I don't love white people is because of the oppression in America.
There you go.
Black oppression in America.
Facts.
That's a big reason.
Facts.
And then another, hold on, because you want to ask me the question.
I'm agreeing with you.
Anyway.
I said facts.
I just don't know why. But I'm about to go right now. I'm going to answer the question right now. Please don't interrupt, yo. Right?
He was just agreeing, Rozzy.
Huh?
He was just agreeing with you.
Okay. So the oppression of black people in America, racism, and due to the fact I didn't grow up around white folks, I grew up around black people from the black community. So my loyalty is to black men and women. Do you understand? Not only that, I ain't grew up with white friends. Do you understand? I don't date no white woman. I ain't trying to be with one. I'm trying to be with a black woman. Do you understand? My loyalty, my love is for our women in the community. That's it. That's the type of man I am. I don't know white folks to love them anyway. They're strangers to me.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so hold on.
No. Let her go. Let her go now.
Yeah. No, because I understand you. I'm rocking with you. So my next question, you said you told me all the reasons why you don't love white people, and one of them was because of the oppression of black people in America.
Mm-hmm.
Do you,
Are you okay?
Right.
Go ahead.
Are you listening?
Oh no,
I'm listening.
Terry J. Quintero, you could come up, fam. We gonna mute you for the live though. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I understand all that. Like, yeah, there is a history of oppression between white people and black people. So yeah, I understand why you are reticent to, talk about how much you love white people, right? Can you understand that there's a similar level of oppression that goes on between men and women, and it's men to women, not the other way around? So when you ask a group of women to tell you what they love about men in general, it's similar to me asking a group of black people what they love about white people. You're asking me to praise my oppressor.
Okay, so let me ask. Okay, so with the oppression, so when it comes to oppression, where's the oppression coming from? Is it coming from the system, or is it coming from the average man?
Hold on, wait, real quick, Rozzy. I just want you before you ask these questions. This is what I want you to do. Whatever question you ask it to yourself about white people first. And if it doesn't make sense in that context, then it probably won't make sense right now, right?
Say that again.
So whatever question you're going to ask, right? What I want you to do is an exercise, because I think it'll help you. Whatever question you're going to ask, before you ask it, filter it through the lens of racism, right? How you just did it with racism. Do that. Like, whatever question you're going to ask Shan about men and women, do the same thing, but just filter it through racism. Say, like, well, white people, is it the system or is it the, you know what I mean? Say the same thing.
Okay, now I understand. I understand.
Yeah, and if the answer, because you would answer that question, you would be like, nah, it's both. It's not just the system; it's the people that uphold the system, right?
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Let me just say this: if somebody asks me, "What do you love about women?" I'll say like intelligence.
But that's not what Rozzy. I hear you, brother. But that's not what we doing though. That's irrelevant.
I understand.
Yeah. I get that you.
It's not the same. Women haven't oppressed you. You have no reason not to love.
Yeah, but they haven't oppressed me. But I've dealt with bullshit and negativity.
That's not what we're talking about. That's not the same.
Nobody's perfect.
I understand. Listen. Oh, gee, Lord have mercy. I understand. I understand it's not the same thing. Do you hear me?
Okay. If you I think, Rozzy, what we're saying is, if you truly understand, then you would stop asking these questions and you would just be quiet at this point and say, I get it.
Listen, if you don't love men, you don't love me. Okay. All right, me, I love women. You understand?
I don't think you do.
I love women.
You don't have
I don't think you do.
Yeah. Also, you don't have a reason not to love women.
Say that again?
You don't have a reason. And when I'm saying, like, Rozzy,
I got 5 reasons not to love women. Trust me.
No, you don't.
I got 5 reasons.
You don't. You can't.
Yes, I can.
Okay. I got it. Okay, cool. Cool. Take that same logic. Take the same logic that we just applied to racism. Let's do it again. So, what reasons do white people have to not love black people? Huh?
Do you love white folks?
Yeah, I do. So what?
You do?
Yeah. So what? So what reason do you have? What reasons do you? I'm sorry. What reasons do white people have to not love black people? What are their reasons?
I can't answer that question. That's all.
Let me ask you in a different way. Are there any reasons for them to not love us? What have we done to them?
You can say, yeah. You can say, well, white people can say, well, I ain't grew up around black people. All I know is white folks.
Hold on, Rozzy. Hold on. You understood it from a systemic. You understood it systemically 2 minutes ago, right? So let's go back to that. Systemically, what have black people done to white people?
Nothing.
Okay. So based on that logic, they have no reason not to like black people, right?
They have no right. Okay.
Right? Because it ain't about your person. Because people are fucked up, right? If you
understand,
right? If you're basing this on like, oh, a woman hurt me, even if 10 women hurt me, that's not systemic. That's you got hurt by 10 women, right? Even if a white person came in here and said, well, I was robbed 10 times by black people, that don't give you a reason to dislike all black people. You just got robbed by 10 black people, right? But so once again, now let's go back. Hold on. Oh, no. We almost there, Rozzy. I promise you. Rozzy, we almost there.
Hold on. But when it comes to white people, I don't love them. I don't dislike them. I don't hate them or anything. It's an indifference.
Okay.
Do you understand?
No, I respect that. But hold on. I want to keep going because we're almost there. So, but when it comes to women, what have women done to men systemically for you to say, oh, I could say I hate women based on what? What have they done?
So here's the thing. Women have not done anything to men
systemically.
On that level.
Full stop. Now just full stop right there. Don't say but, because if you say but, everything before it is negated.
I'm not about to say but.
Okay.
I'm not about to say but.
Okay.
All right. So let me ask y'all this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because when it comes to men, I'm talking about black men. What have black men done to black women as far as the
systemically? I got you. Systemically.
Trying to exclude yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I need that question answered right there.
Y'all have done similar things that other groups of men have done to their women.
In this country? In this country?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But black men don't control the system. So but hold on, man.
White people don't either, though, Rozzy.
But white people are in this system, though. They control.
That doesn't make sense. Why? Hold on, Rozzy. Rozzy,
Can I get my shit out?
hold on, bro. Hold on. You need to take a breather. This is too. You are frustrated. And I don't want to say you mad, but you definitely frustrated. I got you, but sir. If you listen, you wouldn't even say the next fucking thing. That's what I'm saying. So just stop, okay? So when it comes to the system, right? White people don't control the system. They don't. White people don't, because there's poor, huh? There is a group of white people that control the system, but white people don't control it because most white people are disenfranchised. Most white people are poor. Most white people live paycheck to paycheck. So, right, but those same white people that are disenfranchised, do they still not uphold the system? Is the question. That's the question to you, Rozzy. Do the white people that aren't in control of the system, they don't control it, they don't shape it, but do they uphold it? Is my question to you, Rozzy. You got to unmute.
I didn't know I was on mute. I said yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they uphold it. Okay, cool. Now, same logic, black men.
Right.
We don't control it. It's not us, is that we know, but do black men uphold the system that is the patriarchy?
How do we uphold that though?
Many ways.
No, I'm asking.
No, I'm gonna give you, and I'm gonna respond. Violence, number one.
Violence, okay.
Yep. So you grew up around all black people. I grew up around mostly black people. Who committed the most violence in your neighborhood?
Black men.
Okay, so that's a form of oppression, right? That's could we not just end it there if we just talk just right off the rip? Violence.
So let me ask you this. So black men, for the most part, killing other black men is holding up patriarchy, the system.
Also unaliving women, unaliving children. They unalive. Who unalives more women, men or women?
Men.
Okay.
Give me another example.
Them unaliving children.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, but my question to you would be, Rozzy, how many more examples do we need beyond unaliving people?
So that's the only example?
No, that's not the only one. I'm just saying, how many more do you need beyond the unaliving of innocent? Huh?
Sexual assault.
Yeah.
That's an example.
Can I say something?
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rich.
And another thing, how was that? Okay. Right. Go ahead.
And overall,
right,
the violence
right
against women,
right,
their safety,
okay,
within their communities.
Okay.
White women face the same thing, but
right,
within the black community, it's the black man that holds that power.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And like for years, the number 2 thing, and it still might be up there, for the unaliving of young women after childbirth was domestic violence. And I think it's that's what drove. A lot of people don't realize that's what drove prohibition. That was the driving force behind prohibition, and the violence against women and black women. Now you take not only the violence against black women, but you also take a society that also minimizes the black women. So now you are giving a double whammy to those women because the society within itself doesn't protect them.
Okay, so wait, hold on, Rosie, real quick. I want to add one point to what Rich said. When we talk about the violence against black women, like specifically within the black community, black women are also 3 times more likely to experience intimate partner violence than other groups of women. So when y'all try to exclude yourselves from this, when you're doing it more to the women in your community, you got to stop doing that shit. It happens to us more.
And so it's so funny, shenanigans. I was just having a discussion in another room. The problem with black men, and I think, and it's not the problem with black men. If you look at historically how black men were emaciated in this sense, I mean, in a patriarchal society, the first thing you attack in any society, you attack if you want to take over is the pillar of power. In a patriarchal society, it's men.
Yeah.
So we're doing. Wait, let me finish this. So within the time of slavery, the first thing they did was emaciate the man. But yet, they kept that lie of the black man being this jungle bunny, the black man being this power thing. So they had hyper-masculinated black men. So you take that, and black men believe that's their only power.
Yeah.
And it's a hard thing to fight against when you've had decades. It becomes
centuries
part of your DNA.
Centuries, yeah.
And that's what's going on.
It's in our epigenetics for sure. I got to read this cash app. Hold on. I got you, Rozzy. Rozzy, you can ask a question right after this. I promise. A hurt ego is not the same as oppression. E-Money said. To Nigel said, Mr. Angry Man. Miss Not For Everyone said, wasting our time. He ain't listening. He never does. Miss Chrissy Baby said, the crack epidemic, great childhood essay, getting popped for not giving a number out, the femicide rates, abandoned children, gangster rap, upholding pimp culture equals black male oppression. Okay, go ahead, Rozzy.
Yeah, so we talk about violence and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can understand that you wouldn't love a violent ass man who's violent to women and other men, right? Completely understandable, right?
That's a part of it.
You hear me?
Yeah, that's a part of it. Yeah. I also wouldn't love or respect men who defend or run cover for said violent men either.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So when it comes to the men who are upstanding men, I'm talking about black men in the community, right?
Yeah.
Like yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you're not want to kill nobody, harm no women, right?
Yeah.
Right. So about the black men who are not about the drama, the nonsense, the bullshit, the craziness.
Yeah.
How about those men? Do you to the sisters on the panel? Do you have any love for those men?
Oh my God, bro! Why are you always?
This is where it's complicated because you can think that the man you are with is one of those men, and then something happens. It usually plays out in a very similar way. You move in together, you get married, maybe you get pregnant, or you just do something that's outside of whatever box or bounds that man has put you in his mind. And then you will watch him become a different person.
Yep. Or
we call it the switch up.
Or
is that across?
Hold on, wait. Give me a second, Rich. They said he's committed to misunderstanding. Fuck out of here.
Can I just say something right quick, man?
Go ahead.
I understand you don't want me to read the comments, but see, it's very disrespectful in the comments. All I did was come up here to try to get an understanding. And just because I have a asking a bunch of questions, trying to get, gauge where people's mentality is at, that doesn't mean I'm not trying to listen, or I'm trying to be combative, or I'm trying to be disrespectful. So I don't understand why people in the comments,
Rosie,
you have been combative. You have not been listening.
Okay, but I'm trying
you have been disrespectful. There are people up here. Well, Rich just went on a whole diatribe. Public has said so many things. I've said so many things, and we talk and we say a whole bunch of things to try to educate you, and you don't acknowledge anything we said, and you jump to your next question. That's disrespectful.
Hold on. I've acknowledged, because I remember he said there is no gender roles, and then when he broke it down, I acknowledged, okay, you're right. So I've acknowledged that.
I'm talking about what Rich just said. Rich just tried to educate you on a lot of stuff, and so did I, and so did Public. And your immediate response was, okay, fine, but what about the good ones? Do y'all love them? You didn't acknowledge anything any of us said.
I'm not disagreeing. I've acknowledged that you have.
So why are you deflecting?
You know what? You know what's crazy? Hold on, y'all. Wait, hold on. Take a break. It's getting you make me anxious, Rozzy. I ain't gonna even hold you. You give me anxiety. Like, I'm not even joking. It's too much. But give me a second. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's a good time to have this little break real quick. Listening, okay, it's not for everyone. I got you. Listening to you respond the way that you're responding right now. Here's what I tell, and I'm not even joking. When I hear men fight the way that you're fighting and argue the way that you're arguing, like just to not understand what's going, like intentionally trying not to understand it, it is eerily reminiscent to I feel like I'm having the same reaction to you that my wife and probably every other woman I've ever had these types of conversations with. It's how they react to me. And it is very sobering for me personally. Like, I do appreciate you coming up here and being, you know what I'm saying, and having a conversation and all that stuff. I do. There's no shade, no tea. I'm just saying, I'm going to censor myself for a second. For me personally, this right here it really reinforces why I need to keep doing the work, because my wife has to remind, like, we have similar conversations, right? I don't get as, agitated or whatever as Rozzy, right? Don't get me wrong. But I definitely find myself disagreeing for the sake of disagreeing sometimes. Like, and in the moment, I don't clock it, right? But I'm just saying right now, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, on top of like therapy and all of doing the work, like, in all honesty, hearing other men do like this, because it is really frustrating. It really is to take energy and time and to put effort into something and truly do it, right? Just to have a person pivot and go, but what about these men? Like, that type of shit, bro. I'm pretty sure when I do that to my wife, she not a violent person, but I know she be wanting to punch me in my fucking neck. Because where else do we have to go? Like, what are we doing? It is not this hard to understand, sir. It's really not. We are beyond. This should have been put to bed a long time ago. It's super easy. Whatever you think about white people, women feel that way about men. Also, poor white people don't make the system. They didn't create it, but there are some benefits, some short-term benefits in it baked in for them. And so they protect it. They uphold it and they perpetuate it. Rich made a great point. He said that within the black, he said white women experience femicide too at the hands of white men, right? So do black women. In every single community, if you had to break it up in communities by ethnicity or race or whatever, every single community, the people who are going to be committing the most acts of violence are going to be the men. The people who are going to be affected by it the most, and I don't mean the overall numbers, because we know it'll be men because men are violent in general and they also harm other men. But also it's going to be children and women. Men are the ones who are doing this in every single community. That's the connection that I want you to make. That it's not just white men doing it to white women, and it's not just white men doing it to everybody else. Not just Asian men are doing it to Asian women. Not just Latino men are doing it to Latino. Black men are doing it to black women too. We are not absolved of that.
I understand.
Okay, if you understand, then stop. Just stop.
Stop What? Hold on. See, can I just say this, man? Every time I talk, I can't even get a full thought out. Do you understand how frustrating that is?
No, because we do let you get a full thought out, sir.
Hold on. Every time I speak, somebody interrupts. So you can't understand everything I'm coming from if I keep getting interrupted. Do you understand that?
Okay.
And let me just say this. I'm not trying to intentionally disrespect anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to do it on purpose. That's what let me get that out the way. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody intentionally. But if you felt disrespected by what I said, my bad, yo. I'm not trying to do any of that. I come here to try to have a conversation, try to get an understanding, and certain things I didn't understand about gender and all that, because I never heard that shit before. Well, it shouldn't be any gender roles. There is no gender. I've never heard nobody, well, I heard a couple people say there isn't any gender, but I thought that was crazy because the way I've been brought up, that we have gender roles and there's two genders, man and woman, right? So when y'all present that to me, when there is no gender roles, there is no gender. Yes, I was kind of puzzled because I really, for the most part, I don't hear that. And when I heard it, I thought it was crazy as hell. And let me just say that. And every time I talk, a lot of times I get interrupted, and I didn't even get my stuff out all the way. Okay? And then not only that, I remember you said, don't read the chat. But these are women, and they just saying just wild shit to me. Fuck out of here. Like, damn.
They don't like what you're saying. Why? So, no.
Can I say one thing?
No. Rozzy, hold on, Rich. Rozzy, instead of getting upset with them, you could, if you're so shocked by it, why wouldn't you ask them or ask me to ask them, why are they responding to you in this way? Instead of getting defensive, if you really care, because here's what I think you know why. Like you have to understand, like it's maybe to you, you know what? Maybe to you really don't get it, right? You really don't understand why they are responding to you in this way, right? They're having like a visceral reaction to the things you're saying. What you're not the slightest bit intrigued by the why. You just instantly go to like, why y'all attacking me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you should be like, well, damn, maybe.
Hold on. They kept saying, well, you're angry. Look,
what you are.
Hold on, man.
Rozzy, you just interrupted him. I unmuted to just point that out.
I'm sorry for doing that.
You good?
You've been doing it the whole time, but you get so angry when somebody cuts you off. You see the point here?
But you cutting me off now.
Yeah.
Exactly, because that's what happens in conversations. But you get pissed off when somebody does it to you.
This is literally like having a conversation with your girl, bro. This is literally what it's like. I'm telling you, this interaction is what happens every single fucking day between men and women. Am I lying? Anybody, y'all gonna tell me I'm lying? Any man, I know the men's. You said what?
No, you're not. This is what keeps women single, because when you even think about having to go from your peaceful home where you're rubbing your feet together, drinking your wine under your covers, to having conversations like this every day, fuck that.
Listen, man, I'm just trying. I'm just
trying to leave now. I'm sorry, Rozzy. I have to go. Therese. So I just wanted to say, like, Rozzy, it's just one last thing. It's like, oh God, how can I put this succinctly? When we have these conversations with men on panel, they go the same way they're going. And so the pushback that you're getting, the questions you're giving us, are the same questions we get from the misogynistic men that come on panel. Not saying they're misogynistic, I'm not accusing you of anything, but the way the conversation is going, it's the same every time. So if when someone stops your thought or does that, what's really happening is because we know where it's going. And we've heard this kind of pushback all the time, every time. And it's very, very difficult to have the same goddamn conversation with men every day, all day. And
Therese, that's our problem, not his problem, honestly.
I know.
To be fair, but just explain it to him. Yeah, that is our problem, though.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why what's happening is happening.
But that is 100% what's happening.
I hope you, yeah, that's what I'm sorry. But I hope you listen to understand and don't just listen to respond. And I think that's also what you're doing. Oh, you just, sir, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You good?
Did it.
I'm sorry. My bad. That was my fault.
Okay, I have to go to a conference call because some idiot on the West Coast scheduled one at 4 p.m. Eastern just to piss me off. All right.
Don't shade us. Hold on. Let me hold on, y'all. Wait. I gotta do one thing. This is really important.
Totally malicious. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye, guys.
All right, Therese. This is really important. I gotta read the Cash App. Ali said, I got you right now, Rozzy. Ozzy said, damn, here, Black Rob, and gave you a bunch of baby bottles. Miss Not For Everyone said, stop coddling these males 2024 and beyond. Miss Chrissy Baby said, no, I'm sorry. Jocelyn said, dude, you are a man. The system is patriarchal. It places men above women regardless of race. Yes, we are Black, but this system puts you as a man above Black women. This is why understanding intersectionality is important. Exactly. The one and only verbal assassin says, Rozzy, leave the good people alone. Simone said, it gets more and more terrifying that more men are adverse to progress. More specifically, it feels more so that some Black men want the power to subjugate like white men with no intention to care for anyone but self. Scary. Invincible Summer said, this man is giving me anxiety. Yeah, I felt it in my chest. Miss Truteller said, Mrs. Truteller said, this man is an abuser. I know what they sound like. Yeah, that's what they.
That's that bullshit right there, man.
I mean,
I don't abuse anybody.
Okay.
And see, that's the nonsense right there. Women just say things like that, and they don't think that's disrespectful. But these bitches like abuser. That's disrespectful.
Rozzy, can I ask you?
You didn't say you were. She said you sound like an abuser, and you do.
Rozzy, can I ask you? Can I ask you a question?
Sound like an abuser?
You ever?
What? That's crazy.
Rozzy,
go ahead.
Rozzy, when you have these interactions, do you ever take time to stop and look at the face of the woman you're talking to?
Nah, he be spitting on that motherfucker. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm talking about because you be so animated, you be spitting on it. When you be talking to, I know you be spitting a lot. That's all I'm saying.
He's just joking with that.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Seriously, this is a serious question. Do you ever look at the face of the woman that you're speaking to?
Okay, so when I'm out and I speak to women very respectfully. I actually
I didn't say that.
You said look at the face.
What I'm saying is that you say, for instance, with your lady or any women in your life.
Right.
When you start having interactions.
Right.
Do you ever look at the face of the woman you're talking to?
Absolutely. And I'm very respectful to women out in public. When
you look at their face, what do you see?
What
Saliva.
I see. Okay, well, I see smiling. I see laughter. You know, we get along. I'm a person that's calm.
Do you ever see fear?
Okay, no, because I'm not bringing women I'm not bringing any women hostility though. So no, I'm not. No, there is no fear.
Years ago, I'm gonna tell you a story, and it seems like nothing, but it was one of the greatest learning experiences I had. I was in the line with my girl, and we're going in this line. This lady cut the line with me, and I looked at this lady. I didn't think nothing about it. And my girl, when we got in the car, I said, she asked me, did I ever look at that woman's face? And I says, no. She says, you don't know what you did to her with the way you looked at her. And I'm telling you this was 30 years ago, and I remember every day of my life. You must look at them. You must see them. And it's a hard thing. It sounds simple, but you must see them. And that's what a lot, and I'm going to tell you when my girl, I was crushed. I was ashamed of myself because I never thought about that. And Rozzy, when you're going off like this, you're not looking at them. You're not seeing them.
That was well said, Rich. I want to let India go real quick, but let me read this Cash App. Mrs. H said, Rozzy keeps talking / unwilling to understand.
You're trying to understand, man.
Okay.
I should be up here.
Okay, brother.
Just let him read them.
Why you
read
mean?
them, Roz. You don't gotta take everyone personally. Just let him read them.
That's their opinion, sir. God damn.
You gotta practice some emotional control and regulation.
Just like a little, like a skosh, a tad, a pinch. He gonna cry in the car if they drop him mid-sentence. Damn, man. Okay, go ahead, India. Oh, men can't read facial expressions. That's been scientifically proven. That's what Ariel said. Damn, I did read about that too. Got us.
You can't read it. You can't read it if you ain't looking at the words. You can't read.
That's for sure. Hey, Tanidra said, "I'm a person that's calm." That's how she wrote it. That's how she wrote it. She wrote it in all caps. Oh man, go ahead, India. Hey, go. Let's land this plane. I gotta be places in a minute. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I just want hey public, by the way.
Hey.
And Shan, how y'all doing? I just wanted to say that I don't think that you understand how you converse with people. If your barber was to give you an uneven hairline, right, and you keep saying like, look at my hairline, he'd be like, but look at the fade though, and you be like, nah, but focus on my hairline, and you like, nah, but the fade though. Every time somebody says something, you are like, well, what about the good men? What about the people that don't do that? But you're actively doing what we're saying that you're doing. And I say we because I'm in the comments yelling at you like I'm yelling at you in real.
Okay, you have a point. You have a point there.
You go.
I'll give you that.
Basketball G says, "Stop coddling." 2024. They want to reiterate that.
Can I say something?
I love the fade in the line. I like that analogy.
Indy, were you done?
My signal had gone out. I was just saying, like, in an in-person conversation with you, if you say that you have never come across somebody that is frustrated with what you're saying, then by all means, Mr. Sir, you have to be lying. Because if somebody says something that you don't like, just simply a comment about, oh, you sound like an abuser. If it don't apply to you,
I did not say that.
Hold on, Roz. Hold on, sir, because I'm in the middle of my sentence. I didn't finish it. So just like you said, you didn't get a chance to finish anything, and I haven't been up here to interrupt you at all.
My bad.
Therefore, respect me because I respect you. Thank you. And my point is that you just don't hear it because you have not heard it this entire time. So to say, no, they be looking happy and smiling and laughing when technically they're probably like, which is the truth. People do that, especially when you say something that doesn't align with what they believe. That is human nature.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot see the flaws in yourself. Therefore, you can damn sure not. You're definitely not going to recognize when somebody else is uncomfortable with you.
Okay,
Just
so the man asked me, right?
Mm-hmm.
when I talk to women, right? Do I look at their face? Did the man ask me that?
Yep.
Did you ask me that?
Yes.
What's his name?
He did. Rich.
Do I look at their
That's what I
face?
did ask you.
Okay, so out in public, when I talk to women, it is very pleasant. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Do you be using a lot of P words?
What about when it's not in public? What about when it's not in public? What about if it's on your living room couch and it's something that you disagree with? Do you look at their face then?
Okay. Okay. If you have been so I'm gonna tell you about me. You said on the couch, right? That's what you said, right? What did you just say? I'm asking you, what did you just say?
She's saying in private. In private.
In private.
I'm trying to explain you. Right, in private.
In private. In private. Yes. I'm very respectful. I'm very respectful, very calm, very peaceful. I don't like drama. I don't like nonsense. And let me just say this, right? When it comes to other men, I've talked to other men for years about their disrespect, about their hate, and about the way they view women. So I've had conversations with other men about how they treat women. So I don't like the way men treat women.
Is it because they're worse than you?
Hold on, right quick. Hold on. So that's why I'm here, to try to get an understanding. Now, I don't understand when it comes to gender the whole gender thing, I was a little off-put. I was a little combative about that because
we get it. Hey, Roger, can I interrupt you for just a second? No. I want you to hold on. No. You hold on for a second because you have a habit of saying hold on, but you never stop talking. You never stop. So give me just a second. Here's the thing. I'm good at math. However, I don't know calculus. So I can tell somebody how to add and subtract, and I can tell somebody how to divide and multiply. I can tell somebody that, right? But because I'm not good at calculus, I have to listen to somebody who's good at calculus tell me how to be good at calculus. So you saying, I tell men not to be mean to women, that is all good. And I thank you. We commend you. We appreciate that, right? But if you don't understand certain things that have just been said in this conversation, you have to stop talking long enough for the people. You have to stop talking long enough for the people that are trying to tell you the calculus to give you the explanation. Stick to addition until you learn the calculus. It's not that hard, but you're fighting it because you feel like it's an attack on your character simply because you don't know something.
Simone said, Simone asked, is that bruh man from the fifth floor? Jimmy Frazier said 100 pennies for 100 questions. Rozzy, goddamn. Hey, on some real shit though, man. I had to let everybody rock out. For that. Woman and women transition is diabolical. It is. That's what Kelly said. Yeah, you can get your final word. You can get your final word in.
Okay, so
hey man, I need the word to be 30 seconds though, family. Like on some real shit. It's 1 o'clock. I literally gotta go.
Okay, 30 seconds. I got you. Yeah. 30 seconds. Okay. So I came up here, right? Not to intentionally be disrespectful, combative. I'm timing it. Hold on. Okay, so yes, it was a good conversation. You timing me, huh? It was a good convo. It was good. It was good. Yeah, I was passionate. You know. I was passionate, trying to get understanding. When it comes to the gender thing, I was a little puzzled, taken back. So it was good, man. I talk to men about, their mistreatment of women. I try my best to try to steer them in the right direction. Just like my man right here with the jersey on. I try to talk to brothers about, how they mistreat women. I don't like how women get mistreated.
Okay.
At all.
All right, man. We appreciate you. Hey, I love everybody for coming up. Thanks, everybody, for coming up. Y'all wasn't hearing me. I said I got to go. I gotta go. I'm late, actually, technically, right now. It's 1:01. I got something to do at 1 o'clock. I got a meeting I got to get to. But it was fun. We did it, Joe. Don't forget, this is for the 10,000. This is 10,000 subs. 10,000 subs on YouTube live. We hit 10,000 subs on YouTube. We did it, Joe. We made it. Yes, sir, Ski. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the best mods in the business. All the old subs, all the new subs, everybody that made the Cash App, all the super chats, man. I ain't even got time to read all the super chats today, but they were super chatting. Every super chat had me fucking cackling. All the Cash Apps had me cackling. Y'all was booting motherfuckers left and right. Rozzy made it through the gauntlet because he wasn't bad, man. He just got some problems, man. It gets more and more terrifying in a minute. Averse to progress. Okay, yeah, I read that. I just want to make sure we read everything. Yes, sir, Ski. We in this thing, man. I will see y'all mañana on the Sabbath.